Alright, hello everyone, welcome back. We're going to be shiny hunting for some poison and bug types today. I know I said that we would not be streaming today. However, we had a slight change of plans and the day off has been pushed back to tomorrow. So we will not be streaming tomorrow, and hopefully I can guarantee that. But yeah, we won't be streaming tomorrow, but we are streaming tonight now. So yeah, let's hope we have a good stream. Hey guys, how's it going? It's going good, thank you very much. As I said, we were not meant to be streaming today, or at least not streaming Pokemon. But I had a slight change of plans, so yeah. Is Venipede in this game? I don't remember Venipede being in this game. Have I just made that up? Yeah, okay, I thought so. Alright, let's get going. We've got tons of Pickle and Cucumber now. We're going to start off with a bug type, aka Relor or Rabsca in this case. So we're going to be doing cherry tomatoes. There we go. As you can see, I haven't done many bug types. And we've got absolutely tons of Herba Mystica. Is there anything? Okay, both both sweet and sour don't work for bug. Okay, so only two of them. So we just want to try and get rid of them as quickly as possible. It's not the end of the world, though. We've got absolutely loads. I'm probably not going to stream at all tomorrow. I may stream. I mean, there's maybe a chance of Hitman, but basically, I don't have to scroll. Basically, the plan was I wasn't going to stream tonight because I had stuff with work, but basically it all got cancelled. So in the end, I'm here streaming now. We got Satoddle right at the end of the stream, which I evolved into Titan. So also, I just realised this is going to be really difficult to get with the way I've laid this out. Yeah, I might have to redo this one. Cherry tomatoes are not helpful at all. Oh my god, how's that one stayed there? Yeah. Oh my god, that one's still on. Okay, well, hopefully one cherry tomato lost will count. I don't think it will, but if it does, it's a bit of a miracle. We'll see. That March follower goal, go. It's getting there. It's getting there. Although it's slightly wrong. I might have to change it. Yes, please. Actually, give me a few minutes because I think this sandwich is about to fail because that one cherry tomato fell off. So we have to wait and see if we've got it first. I reckon it's not going to give it to us. It's annoying because this 9 cherry tomatoes is hard, man. It's really hard. Alright, let's see. Yeah, there we go. Didn't get it. Damn. That's rough. That's a rough sandwich, you know. Also, I appreciate everyone joining at the start of the stream. One thing I've been noticing throughout, I was looking at my general stream analytics, and the thing that gets the average viewers down tends to be like the first hour-ish, or even the first half an hour. And so we are getting there. We are getting over that 3 average viewer mark, which is really good. Just obviously it's counting all my old streams so far. It's only over the last 30 days, so the more we get and the higher we get above it, the sooner I can reach affiliate, which will be awesome. But so the goal is, to have fun. That is what the main goal is. So that is what we are going to be doing. Hopefully by getting a shiny Relor. I do have one already, which is why we are hunting for Rabsca today. And it's pretty easy to see, even if there is a sandstorm, so I'm not too worried. It's pretty easy. However, this sandwich, on the other hand, is not pretty easy. It's very bloody hard, so we've got to hope that we can get it this time, eh? Okay, so I reckon if we stack all the cucumber on top of each other, that just gets them out of the way. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now we've got to place this very well. Yes, nice. Oh my god, that was scary. Okay, get one in the middle. Nice. There we go. Come on. One more. Yes, let's go. Let's go. Please don't fall off. Okay, thank you. Yes, we've done it, we've done it. Okay, thank God. That was stressful. Getting those on is so annoying, it's so difficult. So there's another reason I don't think I've done bug sandwiches very often. Again, another disgusting sandwich though, awful. In 5 years, I had a sandwich today. That was my lunch. Good old salami sandwich, much better than this tomato and pickle and cucumber rubbish. Alright. Let's find ourselves a shiny Relor. Now the difference between... Obviously it's not on the screen, which is this is the only downside. Oh yeah, I have to go to a specific place. I think it's over this side, because otherwise we get loads of Larvesta spawning. I don't want a Larvesta, I've already got one. Yeah, here, so that they start spawning over here. All it really, I mean, it has a slight difference on its body. I did say thank you. But the main difference is that it has a massive gold nugget instead of a ball of dung, which is what it's currently got instead. So we just have to spot the gold nugget effectively, which, as I said, is very easy. It stands out very, very well. So fingers crossed we find it soon. So we've got a full half an hour. Only one Pokemon. As I said, we shouldn't really phase. We'd be very, very unlucky to phase. It might be if like we just slightly walk out of range and a Larvesta spawns in. Like that. Because the odd few Larvestas can spawn. But ideally, that won't happen. And we'll get a shiny Relor soon, so... no, I wouldn't stream Genshin Impact for 50 quid. Maybe once. If it was actually for 50 quid, then maybe. Yeah, I said that. I think that it's just. I think that was just because of your app updated. Well, the B-Reel's just gone off, so this is a perfect time to promote. The Decidueye raids this weekend. Decidueye is Ghost and Grass, so. Who are we saying? Who have they said anything? Who's best? What do you mean cringe? What was cringy about that? Oh, be real. Nah, don't know what you mean. Wait, oh wait, hold on, I'm just doing this. Yeah, but I was thinking about what to deal with, as in to make sure it's not weak to, because obviously you can't bring in a a weak type to Ghost or Grass. So obviously Rock is not an option. Electric maybe. Ice is probably the best option, right? I assume it would be anyway. Maybe like an ice. Is there an ice dark type? I don't know. Yeah, but Azumarill going to be weak to grass type moves. And I imagine it will have a grass type move to stop people from using Azumarill, so you can't use Azumarill. Although I imagine loads of people are going to bring it and just not realise. Which is going to be a bit frustrating to deal with. Weavile. Yeah, Weavile probably makes the most sense. I'm trying to think who else there is. I think it has to be an ice type realistically. Because you can't if you want to take the flying. I mean, you could do an electric type, but it depends how strong of an electric type it is. Because obviously, I mean, the instant one is no rock types because it's going to be weak to the grass. But ice type makes the most sense because obviously ice is still strong against both flying and grass type, which is an easier way to obviously deal with Decidueye. So, what typing is Chien-Pao? Is it ice dark? Can't quite remember. I know it's ice. I mean, to be honest, it shouldn't be that hard. Like, I feel like I feel like you get a lot of people online who you can sort of just cheese your way to getting it anyway. It might take a few tries, but obviously you only need to beat it once. I'm not bothered about doing it continuously for rewards. Now, Iron Hand definitely won't work because it's flying Terra type. I mean, I suppose you could use Iron Hand's electric type moves, maybe, but like, there's no resistances against its ghost or grass type moves, and it probably will have another type move as well. Like, watch it have like a fighting type move or something. That would be annoying. But the thing is with Iron Hand is its whole setup for taking out a raid is behind its Drain Punch to regain its health after you belly drum. Whereas Wild Charge, which is the electric type move they recommend, actually, like, you lose health from that. So it's not exactly ideal. It's more kind of just a final, you know, way to kill it off if, you know, you're nearly beating it. Yeah, actually, to be fair, I did see a lot of people saying Miraidon as well. But obviously I don't have a Miraidon. So I'm just going to have to, you know, I think probably, I mean, at least everyone's going to have that. And, you know, at least, they might not have it built, but at least it's going to be, it's a decent Pokemon, obviously. So I suppose it's not going to be too bad. Just join a Miraidon raid. Yeah, I mean, it feels long building up a Weavile or something like that. And also, I don't know about its special attack, special defense, or what its focuses is. What its focus is. So yeah, I'm sure Miraidon would work. How did you get a shiny Rowlet? That's what I want to know. How long we got? We got, assume 25 minutes. Just under. That's right. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. We got it. We got it. We got it. Let's go. Come on. As soon as I check the time, there it is. Our beautiful golden nugget boy. Is it going to run away if I try to take a picture? Where has it gone? Why does my person look so sad? Hide. I feel like taking pictures with all my shinies now. Come on, let's go. What a start. A few minutes in. So it's such a notable shiny as well, which makes it so much easier. I think last time when I did this, it took ages. It took ages. I just couldn't find them for so long, but there it was, right behind us. As I checked that timer. I'm just going to throw the Luxury Ball now. It's low enough level. But yeah, hopefully today we can actually get to 400 total shinies in the shiny living dex, which would be awesome. We only need 6, and obviously this is going to make it to 395. Oh, I'm glad I didn't full swipe it. I thought about it, but I'm glad I didn't. Now, guys, we can't be killing the bugs. Oh, don't roll out me the whole time. Oh, come on. Be nice to the little guy. This is his whole life. He's if anything, he's the only one who's got a nice life. All the rest of them are rolling dung around. He gets to at least roll a gold nugget. Like, lucky him. I appreciate him for all his worth. Although I'd really appreciate it more if he would just get in his luxury ball. Oh my god, you see how funny his face looks when he was sleeping upside down? Oh my god. Wait, let's see if we can get it on the close-up again. It depends if he breaks out. Okay, no, he doesn't break out. That's our shiny. Let's go. Shiny Relor. Lovely. Alright, let's update our gifts. Our baby Relor. Lovely. Alright. We've got our Rabsca in. Available. Oh, no. Let's just not type what we want. There we go. And that is our first shiny. We're now up to 395 in the entire shiny dex, which is pretty cool. Now, we're going to do next, which I've been desperate to do for a really long time. No, I'm not closing the game. We are going to be hunting for Venonat and Venomoth, because they have got awesome shinies. And I don't know why it's taken me so long to hunt for them. So that is what we're going to be hunting for next. I do need to double check where they are, though. Because I end up checking so many Pokemon, like where they're meant to be, and they're just forgetting. Because I hunt so many different ones. There we go, though. Look at it. Look at the upside down blue boy. Lovely. It's a good start, though. It's a good start. This is what we want. Yeah, we will be hunting for Venonat and Venomoth, which I actually believe... I think they're somewhere over here. They might even be in the tag tree thicket. I am just going to double check, because I don't want to start hunting in the wrong place. Because that would be pretty embarrassing, wouldn't it? Yeah, the lag tree thicket. Taco Bell, Kokoro, Tortilla, and Slim Chicken. I reckon Taco Bell. That's my vote. Okay, Venonat locations. I mean, we could do a massive multi-hunt, but I'd rather guarantee a Venonat. So, that's what we're going to do. So, Venonat is going to be over here. Supposedly. Well, guess we're going to find out. I don't know. To be fair, I've not had most of those. So, Taco Bell's the only one I've ever tried. Okay, so if we come over here, I'm just going to double check around me, because you know what it was like last time when we got that shiny Steenie. Yep, okay, they seem to be spawning in. Well, hopefully it's pretty easy to see. I don't know how different the purple's going to look, because obviously the main difference is its blue eyes. But, I mean, there's also going to be Tarantula and Spidops up here. And I have one of them. I have the Tarantula. We know Spidops yet, so I don't mind phasing on one of those either. But there is a place later for Venomoth. And also Masquerain. But there's way more Masquerain, and I've already done that to get a Masquerain, so... Preferably I don't want to get another Masquerain, because I want to get a Venomoth. But I'd rather hunt for a Venomoth than a Venonat, you know? Same sort of thing. I'll tell you what I think you should get, is a healthier diet. What's a fast... Is there fast food that just, you get salad? Get like a McDonald's salad or something. I don't know. Have something other than fast food. I think it would do you good. I'll be pretty impressed. Okay, yeah, I have no idea what the purple's going to look like, I'm not going to lie. I think I'm just going to have to rely on just looking at its eyes. You need protein. Okay, fine. I'll let you off. Is that one in a tree? Okay, never mind, I'm just dumb. Oh, there's Pineco's in trees, though. I always forget there's Pokemon in tree, because I feel like you probably walked past a shiny. Like, I did a really good Applin hunt. I can't remember who it was. I saw it on YouTube. Basically, there's a place in the tag tree thicket where you can AFK shiny hunt for Applin. You can sort of force Koraidon and Miraidon to AFK enough times into a tree, so that eventually they keep falling, they keep AFKing, and then obviously when there's a shiny it stops. I had a few issues, like it sometimes glitched out a little bit, but it was generally a pretty easy hunt, so I just left it on for a while and I got the entire line. So if you haven't done that, I highly recommend it. Just look up shiny Applin AFK hunt. There's a girl on YouTube who talked about it. I can't quite remember what her name was, but it was pretty useful, so definitely go check that out if you're interested in shiny hunting for Applin, of course. So right now we're focusing on the Venomoth line. We've got one shiny and we've got 20 minutes left, so fingers crossed we keep it going that way. Hey. You know, I worked out today, if we were to have to get instant affiliate, like to get, so because of the average of viewers across stream, to get instant affiliate, we'd need about an average of 54 followers in this stream, or 54 viewers, which obviously isn't going to happen, but I just thought that was funny, because it's just because my first few streams have way less than like my more recent ones, so I'd have to get a massive average viewer, so. Alright, cool, thanks. Appreciate it. It doesn't seem to be as exclusively Venonat as I thought it would be, but it's fine. As I said, I don't mind getting a Spidops. It's one of those ones I didn't really bother trying to hunt for, because you figured it would just appear at some point. Same with Lechonk. Like, I haven't done the Lechonk line yet, so I just figured it might appear at some point. Like my Tarantula, I think I ended up actually doing a non-sandwich, just encounter 2 hunt, just for like 20 minutes when I didn't want to use any Herba Mystica. So it was pretty easy. There's loads of them that spawn, and it's a very obvious shiny, so it's a pretty good idea, really. All I can think about right now is just the home compatibility. Because I follow a lot of, you know, Pokemon accounts or Pokemon news and infographic stuff on Twitter. You know, talking about theorizing about the DLC, what new Pokemon are to come, you know, things like that. Which I obviously am interested in, but all I can think about is home compatibility right now. I cannot wait for it. It's just going to make life so much better. And then I can start wonder trading in this game as well. So that'll be nice, and actually transferring my Pokedex through and having actually way more space for once, because right now it's a bit of an unorganized mess. I'm going to play through Violet in the summer as well to make sure I get all of the exclusives, because one thing I've done for my Master Dex is basically try to be not like, oh, I can just get the exclusive off someone else and then breed it, so it has my name tag. I'd rather actually catch it in the game. I think I may have like bred 1 or 2 Pokemon in my Master Dex, but I don't really care that much as long as they're not, you know, the other game exclusives. So like I've played through both Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire to make sure that I get all the exclusives in both. I mean, there's very few that are actually from the like correct gen. It's like 3 or 4, including the legendary. But obviously I have to play through it at some point to get the legendary. You can't breed for a Miraidon, so it just makes sense to play through the other game anyway. Or just to not, you know, trade and breed for the exclusives. Although I'm a little gutted, because I really want to do, like, Drakloak, Dreepy, and Dragapult hunt, because that is such an awesome line. I'd really like to do Gulpin as well, but... And Persimmon. Oh, I love Persimmon. And I wanted to do it when I found out, you know, when Shield came out, and then I found out it was a Sword exclusive. And then I was like, oh, I can do it in Scarlet and Violet, and then it's a Violet exclusive, so... Unfortunately, I picked the wrong games for a Persimmon, but... That's not the end of the world. Okay, just gotta remember, blue eyes. I mean, the purple might be, like, noticeable enough. I'm trying to look at it on screen now and then look at it on the stream, see if there's much of a noticeable difference. But apart from the eyes, there really doesn't seem to be much. Just might be slightly different shade of purple depending on the light. I don't know. Well, I guess we'll find out and see. As long as I don't like run past any and despawn them. Because if I don't see their eyes, I'm just going to panic and assume I've missed a shiny. I know, I can feel it already. There's really not that many spawns though. I thought there'd be a bit more. In fact, why don't we have a look at some of the other places and what else spawns around? Because if there are like bigger group spawns, like the ice type ones yesterday, then maybe isolating would make more sense once I've, you know, if I haven't got them in the big group spawn. In fact, it looks like the big group spawn though isn't Venonat, it's Venomoth. But there are only Venonat here, so I can isolate Venonat later. What do I do? Do I switch to just go into the big Venomoth area? Because then if I don't... I don't know. I'm more likely to phase there, because there are more Pokemon I don't want, but... At the same time, there's still quite a few I'd take. And as I said, there's more Pokemon that I want there. What about down here? Are they all? Is it just Venonat down here? Okay, it seems a little bit better. Okay, there's a Spidops there. I reckon we go to do the Venomoth. Oh, and then it's just non-bug. Huh. I mean, this one's also a poison type, so I could do a poison, really, but it's hard to kind of determine which one to end up going for. I reckon we switch to like the general area, The general one has Venomoth, Scyther, Low Kicks, Kricketot, Kricketune, Tarantula, Spidops, Heracross. I don't need Heracross, and I don't need Scyther or Low Kicks. But I think I need both Kricketot and Kricketune. I don't think I got them in PLA. And obviously I need a Tarantula or a Spidops, and obviously I need a Venomoth. So I think that makes more sense, and then we isolate for this after. And see what we get over there first. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to move over here, I think. I think it was over here. Was it over here? Yes, it was. So let's do that. We'll change the hunting for to Venomoth, just to make it a bit more accurate. It just makes more sense, I think, with what we've been given and where we can hunt the Pokemon. I mean, odds are we'll get a shiny Scyther, shiny Low Kicks, shiny Heracross, all before we get anything else. So, alright, where exactly is it in this area? Because there doesn't seem to be many around here at the moment. Hold on, they seem to have all moved. So, Venomoth, Scyther, Low Kicks. Okay, I see the part of the map. Oh wait, actually, I might be looking at the wrong bit. Am I looking at the wrong bit? Ah, it's this bit. Wait, no, is it? I'm so confused. Hold on, give me a second. I'm trying to understand where these shinies are. Oh, it's the top bit. It's this bit up here. It's just really zoomed in on his map. I know, yeah, okay, of course, yeah. I've been down here loads. I could have named you half of these types that were down here. Alright, okay. We know what we're doing now. We know what we're doing. Here we are. Yeah, I remember the Venomoth down here. I mean, it probably would have made more sense to do poison here, but as I said, we're in a bug sandwich, so we'll continue with that. If not, after we can probably switch to a bug anyway. For real though, I have no idea if I have a Kricketot or Kricketune. I might have both, I might have none. I'm pretty sure I don't have a shiny Kricketot, but I may have a shiny Kricketune, so. Alright, are we gonna get any Venomoth around here? Oh man, these sources are bad. Yes, I've had obviously a Bishop here, we had the Fungus and Amoongus here, Swablu was here, I got a shiny Phalanx here as well. That was the day I got 4 in one sandwich, my first ever 4, that was pretty cool. But there don't seem to be many Venomoth around. Have I just been tricked into thinking they're Venomoth here? Because I don't see any. The only thing is if we do poison around here, we'll just get loads of Amoongus and Fungus. Okay, they just lied. There's absolutely no Venomoth around here. It's pretty much all Scyther, Heracross, and Phalanx. Oh, well, that's a bit of a letdown. Maybe we do have to go back to the place we were then. That's so stupid, though. I'm guessing they're more of a rarer spawn in here, but the look at the lag, though. My god. We are properly lagging in here. What sandwich were you using, or were you just, like, exploring? Because obviously they're all different types. Oh, actually, wait. Phalanx is bug type, isn't it? I was thinking... Actually, wait, is it? Wait, is it bug type? No, it's just... Or is it just fighting? Because I was thinking, oh, that's a fighting type, it's different. But then I was thinking maybe they're all linked by bug, but it's not bug type, is it? I feel like I would remember if it was bug type. Okay, this is clearly not working. There's just no Venomoth here. They just lied. The internet did not tell us the truth. It's just loads of Scyther. And then Low Kicks as well. Should we go to the Area 0 one? I feel like that's more interesting. Yeah, you know what? Let's go to the Area 0 one. I know where it is in Area 0. There better be multiple of them in Area 0, though. If not, then we're in big trouble. Then we might just have to hunt just the Venonat twice. Okay, it is pure fighting. You just had a bug type sound. Oh, so it was just, that was just the one not full odds, I see. Alright, I'm pretty sure if we go to research station number 3, I'm pretty sure there should just be loads around here. I think like this would have made more sense to go to originally. My first thought was like there's at the bottom by the water, there's loads of Masquerade and Venomoth. Let's see, do they all spawn up here? Or around here? Okay, there's one. Okay, yeah, it does look like it's exclusively Venomoth down here. And I think we can all agree this is definitely the coolest place and got the best music in the entire game, so it's much more fun to hunt here. Okay, here we go. Here we go. This is what I'm talking about. This is much nicer. Tons and tons of Venomoth. We've got to let them spawn in and make sure that we can see them in the light, because the last thing we want to do is look at one, it be shiny, and we run away. Yeah, so it's down here I think Masquerade spawn. Yeah, they're there. They spawn like near the water. So what we can do is we can start running back up the hill towards the second research station, where that like bit where you can do sandy shocks is up there. I think loads spawn up there. So I'm just gonna face behind me. I don't care if I run into one front ways, but I just don't want to miss one behind me. I actually love the concept of this. I'm really like happy with the way they did these games. Like the entire concept behind it. Like when you think back to like, I mean obviously Ultra Space and stuff was cool, but when you think about everything that like the whole thing with the Z moves, it was just like, ugh. Whereas terrestrializing, I mean, I think it's the best gimmick, but everyone's obviously still going to enjoy Mega Evolution the most. But like obviously it makes Pokemon way more interesting because you can just change types of your Pokemon, which completely changes the game. So yeah, here we go. Look how many we've got to get this one right. I've just got to make sure I see it in the light and avoid the low kicks. We just need lots of shadow. That'll be ideal. Oh, there's gonna be loads of Slitherwing up here as well. We don't want a Slitherwing. We've got one of those. I actually lost my first. It was one of the first Pokemon I think I lost in this entire game. I was like zooming behind and it spawned in, and I literally, as I saw it, it despawned again because I was out of range. I just got really unlucky with the way I moved, unfortunately. Huh? Nah, it is such a fun game. I mean, if you haven't played just the main story, because I know people come and watch and haven't like played the full game. If you haven't, I 100% recommend doing so, because it is actually a really good game. And I'm so excited for DLC because they're going to add obviously more story and hopefully more lore and explanation behind Area Zero, which I'm actually just generally quite interested to find out about. So should be a good one. Should be a good one. It looks like I can just come back to the top and all the ones down here despawn. So if we just sit and look around and try and make sure. Oh, okay. I think it's based on the camera where the shadow is, not our positioning. But anything in the shadow is definitely easier to see. There are actually so many here. Damn. We'll take it though. We'll take it. How long have we got? Oh, we only got 5 minutes. Damn, we haven't got long left at all. Okay. Got to go a bit faster. Got to get my speed on. Remember blue, bright blue. It should be obvious enough. Even with the sunlight, it should be pretty obvious. So if we just run to the rock, that should respawn them all. There we go. Come on. We want that blue moth. If we don't, then we can have a look up. Oh, I heard the noise. I didn't see the notification. Fudge LMAO, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. That's annoying. Because I tested it before stream just to make sure it was working, and apparently it's. Wait, did anyone see the Rampardos appear? If we did, we're fine. It's not the end of the world. Like I am slightly concerned because basically I logged out of Twitch today on OBS so I wasn't sure if it was going to disconnect it. Like, disconnect my Twitch alert and my follower goal and stuff like that. Actually, no, my follower goals changed and my lives work, so it should still be working. I don't know why it wouldn't be. But I just didn't see the Rampardos when I heard the sound. When I tested it on stream, before the stream, it was probably like, I heard the sound maybe like 2 seconds after it started appearing. But even so, like, I could hear it and then look and see. Whereas it seems to be slightly delayed. It's really annoying. I don't know why it does that. Because I've got, there's an option for like a delay, like of the sound, or it says alert delay, I think. I think maybe when you get it, you can wait until it appears. But for some reason, it just does that on mine. It fixed the other day, but it seems to have broken again. Okay, as long as people saw it, because I have Twitch on my phone as well, just to have a double check at chat, and because I don't always look over my computer screen, because it's a bit further over, whereas I always look down at my phone. So, okay, how long we got? 2 minutes to try and get a blue moth. If not, I said no worries. Is that blue? No, it's not. I'm just tripping. Yeah, if not, no worries. I said we'll switch to a poison type. Obviously, it is a poison type, so we could probably keep doing this one. My only concern is I don't know what other poison types spawn around here. And if there are other poison types, obviously this probably isn't the best hunt in the world to do. But my plan was to switch in between poison and bug types each sandwich. Just to switch up a little bit. Plus, I've got quite a few of both I need, but like, it's not necessarily going to be an easy day because there's quite a few of them in like big group hunts. There's no real isolated place to hunt them unless I do them in an outbreak, so it's kind of hard to judge which to do, but that's fine. I mean, look at us. We saw what, 4 Glaceon yesterday? I mean, we weren't hunting for it, but we saw hundreds and hundreds of other Pokemon and literally 4 Glaceon, and that 4th one was a shiny, so the odds are beatable, guys. You can beat them. Okay, 1 more minute. Come on. I mean, to be fair, I do like hunting in areas here. It's more fun. Like when I do the Farigiraf, I'll just do a Girafarig down here. I think I've got everything in like the bottom caves though. Because even a lot of people still hunt in there when they're like egg hatching for like shiny like Tandemaus and Mousehold. But not Tandemaus and Mousehold, for Dunsparce and Dunsparce, or mainly for Dunsparce, so they can get a 3-segment one. But obviously we got the I got 3-segment one first go, so I don't need to really do that. I mean, when I egg hunt, I probably will just do like a Tandemaus outbreak or something, just so I'm not completely just running around. I think it makes the most sense. And I probably won't, I don't know, depends. I could do egg power to get loads of sandwiches maybe off stream, and then on the stream do like a normal type sandwich. The only issue is if I hatch a shiny, then I'd have to save, but okay, it looks like we've stopped. Alright, let's save there then. Okay, Brute Bonnet. Brute Bonnet's a poison type, right? That'll be an issue. I mean, let's check if it's got a mark first. What do we reckon? Has it got a mark? I don't know if it's going to be put in the box. No, it's not. It's some... Okay, Relor's been put over here. Has our Relor got a mark? Let's find out. It has not got a mark. That is a shame. And it's got okay stats. We'll compare it to our other one, and whichever one's better, we shall evolve to get our shiny Rabska. Where are you, Relor? Did you ages ago? Okay, this one's better. Let's evolve it. Is it just level? I feel like it is just levels. Okay, alright, chill out. I can't remember how to evolve this. It might not be levels, but we'll find out. Oh, it's the walking one, isn't it? Okay, yeah, well, we're not going to do that on stream. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. That's fine. There's a pretty easy way to get around it, so we won't do that now, because I'm not hunting for that now. But as you can see, look, we did that Masquerain hunt the same day we did that Relor, so that's funny. Okay, so we need to decide what we're going to do then. I've got some more poison ones. So as I said, I want to switch it up a little bit. I want to you know, switch what we're hunting for. So we can go do, who have we got here? We can go hunt for a second Paldean Wooper to get a Clodsire. We've got a Strudel / Grafii. That's poison type as well. I've got Varoom and Revavaroom as well. We've got both of those I need to do. They're the ones I've got all here for the moment. I don't really mind who I do, really. In fact, I have a feeling I have a Paldean Wooper outbreak today. Yes, I do. So we'll go hunt for that. Why not? We'll go hunt for a Clodsire. I think last time I did this, I actually did it without a sandwich. We'll do Strudel next, No Lifer. Just I think with the outbreak right there, I think it makes the most sense. I just happened to notice it today. Have I marked it on the map? Because the amount of times I don't mark something on a map, and then I think my current marker is where I'm meant to be going is unreal. I do it all the time. Alright. If you didn't know, there's a Gimmighoul just back there. You can just about see it. Okay, it's just unloaded, but on top of that mountain there is a Gimmighoul. Alright, hopefully this is a pretty easy outbreak to do. I have done, so my first shiny Paldean Wooper was in an outbreak, and then I did another one in an outbreak, but without a sandwich, but I just didn't get any luck. Just could not get it, so... Oh, I hate when they're in the water. It's so much more annoying when they're in the water. They really... I found Paldean Wooper really hard to see as well. I can never actually tell if it's shiny. Also, I don't like the fact that there's only a few spawning around here. Are they actually going to spawn... Okay, they are spawning in the water. See what I mean? Like, you can't tell if they're blue. It's so hard to tell. But we're going to try. We're going to try. I know you have a shiny Wooper. Okay, let's just come up here to make sure we're on a flat surface. We'll save. It's a shame we're not in the usual spot where they spawn. Like, over here. Because there's loads of them to do here. I did an outbreak there before. Oh well. Let's save. And we should do our picnic. So the poison types, are they different for which herb mystical we use? Okay, we can use whatever. So we'll use 2 sour just to get rid of them. Because they're the worst ones we want. If you get bitter, spicy or salty, you can get away with everything. So I did see the Oscar results, but why are you watching them then? Vroom's hit ability is slow start. Oh, that's bad. Poison is green pepper. Oh, that's a surprise. Okay, there we go. Get rid of our sour. Lovely. Well, because if you know the results, then what's the point of watching? To be honest, I couldn't care less about something like the Oscars. Like, it's people getting awards. Okay. Like, if it was people I knew, then maybe. Like, I'd be more interested, but... For celebs getting, like, awards for best acting, like, I'm not bothered. Sure, it'd be interesting to see eventually, but, like, you know, I'm especially not like watching it live. Plus, celeb banter is just awful. They always do these, like, dumb skits or something. And it's just awkward and cringy, and it's be like, ha ha. Because some random guy's written it, and he thought it's really funny. And then these celebrities have to read out these, like, clearly scripted jokes. Oh, it's just so bad. This is why you need Ricky Gervais doing it. Maybe not Ricky Gervais. Maybe someone slightly less controversial, but at least someone who's, you know, speaking. They're the ones writing jokes, or they're the ones actually, you know, they're not reading from a script. Is what I mean. It just makes it a bit more interesting. Gives some more life, you know. But I mean, regardless, the only award show I ever watch is the Game Awards. And that's because sometimes they reveal things at the Game Awards, realistically. So, right, let me just double check. I didn't actually look there if we got the right sandwich. There we go. Sparkling title and encounter, all poison. So, let's hope we can get this. Now, Wooper, obviously we're hunting for the Clodsire, but the Wooper shiny it's a bit more like Jotonian Wooper. It's more blue, but it's kind of like a purpley blue, but mainly on the blue side, like a light blue, but slightly leaning towards purple. But I think it's really hard to see from a distance. I feel like the amount of Weepers I look at and go, oh, it's a shiny, and then it not be a shiny is unreal. I do it so much, especially in the water. I've walked past so many Weepers and then come back and gone, oh wait, hold on, that's not, and then thinking it's a shiny, and then just come back and it's just not a shiny. It's a really hard one to see, I think. I've just got to squint basically. I mean, in outside the water it should be fine. It's just in the water. In the water it's so hard to tell. Also, I just realised I need to actually clear the outbreak, don't I? I should have done that before I did the sandwich. That would have made more sense. And you know what, we are going to do that, because I'd rather save the sandwich. So we'll just close that and do it again. Hello, Zero V, how's it going? Real, what do you mean by real? If you're talking about my opinion on either the Oscars or Wooper, then yes. Okay, we're gonna reset, because I just realised I need to do the outbreak first, because we might get a shiny whilst we're clearing the outbreak. You never know, and then we won't have to waste a sandwich. I guess we'll see. I mean, I think that's how we do the normal one. Oh, Piper sent you. Awesome, thank you. No, Piper is a good friend of mine, so she politely offered to shout me out. So we are hunting for Clodsire at the moment. Basically, we're hunting for Paldean Wooper. And we've got an outbreak, so I figured we'd do that. I mean, it's been poison and grass today. We managed to get a Relor really early on. But yeah, after that we've had nothing. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, and thank you. Good luck. I need it. It's been a bit of a... It's been a bit of an odd one the last few days. We've had some really, really good luck in recent streams, and then like the last two have just been a bit not as good, let's just say. Alright, that's 5. We're going to have to bring Gallade back and switch him out for someone that can go in water. I'm sure Koridon can, right? There we go. 6. Guillermo del Terry. Who is that? I have no idea who that is. Okay, I think that's 9. Things, these ones might... Actually, no, wait. These ones should all still be part of the sandwich. I hope they are, anyway. I'll clear a few over just to make sure. 13. Yeah, look, Piper's carrying my stream today. Okay, so that's what, 14, 15. I'm going to have to count these out loud, otherwise I will not get this right. 16. Okay, this will take us to 18. I will forget otherwise. I mean, I could just... this is where this sort of thing where I should get like a counter. It's just me with that. What the hell? Look at that. Look at the walls. Or like the cliffside. It's just moving up and down. Oh, 7 average viewers. Let's go, guys. Let's keep that going. Keep it up. Alright, that's 19, I think. 19? Maybe? I hope. 20. That'll be 21. We'll clear up a few up here. Oh, no. Not Azuriel. There's 22. 23. Call it Blood Clot. What? No. I mean, I don't name any of my Pokemon, so even if I would to, I wouldn't do Blood Clot. How are they already starting to go down? I've only cleared like 25. That is dumb. Alright, well there's 26. 27. We're getting there. 28. Jack the Guy. Who is Jack the Guy? 29. Have you not had a look at like all the new Pokemon they've added at all? Because I think this is actually a really good gen for Pokemon. They've actually added some really good ones, I think. Especially like the convergent ones, like the Toedscruel. Those ones are awesome. Uh, 32. Okay, I need to try read chat and clear at the same time. Okay, 34 maybe. Oh, we might go a little bit over here, but that's fine. 35. 36. My main concern is clearing ones that aren't part of the outbreak, but that's fine. Okay, we're on 37. 37, guys. We've got to remember that. 37. What is that over there? Is that an Oricorio? Oh, yeah. I don't think I've ever seen a wild one of that type. I don't know what it's called, but... Alright, 38, I think. No, 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 don't run into it. There we go, 39. 40. Now, if you're trying to avoid spoilers, like, you have to buy the game. Like, it's been out loads now. Oh, for God's sake. Like, it's been out for so long. Yeah, no worries. Oh, stupid Flamigo. It's another one I do need to shiny hunt, but it's just because it's like not too obvious. I haven't done it yet. Okay, this is either 39 or 40, but I'm gonna say it's 40. Just need to avoid this stupid flamingo. Okay, that's 41. 42. Come on. 43. I can't wait to finish counting, so then I don't have to try and just focus on counting, because right now, this is my entire focus is on counting. I'm trying to read the chat at the same time, but it's so much more difficult. Okay, 44, I think, maybe. Oh god, this is bad. Okay, 45. See, look, it says it's definitely getting lower. How? I don't understand. 46, 47, 48. We'll do like 63, 49, even though it says they're already losing some. Okay, 50. See, look, over there, like that light one, it looks like it's a shiny, but I know it's not. Like, I'll come over to it, look, and it just won't be shiny. Oh, wait. No, it is shiny. Yes! Yes! Oh, my God! It worked! It worked, guys. Not doing the sandwich, it worked. We got the shiny. Let's go. Oh. Let's go. I generally thought for a second I just got baited, like, hard. But there it is. There's our shiny Wooper. Let's go. Come on, guys. We've done it. We have done it. Oh, I'm so glad I cancelled the sandwich there. It was worth it. It was worth it. It was 100% worth it. And the counting was so not worth it. But oh, I just realised I've got the wrong Pokemon in, because we switched. But let's go. Yeah, I got baited by the non-shiny. I mean, at least this time I didn't get up super close to it. Last time I got super close to it and ran into it, I was like, yeah, that's not a shiny. Whereas I can tell this time. It did look really light, but I'm so used to getting baited. I'm so used to getting baited by the lightness of it. So, I mean, we're just going to throw Luxury Balls. I don't know why I switched in Gallade. I've been kind of lucky with not actually watching Scarlet Violet videos and also not being spoiled at the same time. Yeah, I mean, I said 100%. Wait, did that not catch it? Damn. 100% get it as soon as you can. It's so good. I really, really like it. It's a really, really good game. And obviously the shiny hunting is fantastic. Alright, awesome. That's up to 2 shinies for the stream and up to 396 total for our shiny decks. Which is the thing I'm most excited about, because I want to break 400 today. So if we could do that, that would be fantastic. Alright. Now, we're not in a sandwich, which is really good. Free shiny, effectively. So we can evolve this one straight away. We can get our Clodsire. We'll find out which one's worse, though. Which of the better one will evolve. I can't remember if I got... When did I get Wooper? Oh, of course, ages ago. It was one of my first ones. Okay, so we got good stats. Oh, we need to check if it's got a mark as well, actually. If it's got a mark, I'll evolve it. It does not have a mark. And it has okay stats, so we will evolve our first one. I don't really mind which it is, so... But yeah, let's evolve it into a Clodsire. I was going to say Clods Piper then, because I read your thing at the same time, but hello, Piper. Okay, we'll use our large candies, because we have so many of them. And there we go. Just deny all these moves. And that is our second shiny. Let's go. No, we don't want to learn any of these moves. We can learn them at another time if I'm ever bothered. I've been excited to get Clodsire. I've been wanting this for a while as well, but like... Wooper was just so frustrating to see. I was like, I'd rather just put it off. But here we go. Let's get that shiny Clodsire. What? Wooper is evolving? No way. And there we have it. Our beautiful shiny Clodsire. Lovely Pokemon. Hopefully it's not spoiled fudge too much. But unfortunately that is what we're streaming. Alright, well we've got loads of time now. Because we are no active sandwich. Shiny without a sandwich, which is really, really cool. So let me just double save to check. Now we can continue doing a poison type. We could go back and do Venomoth again. I mean, I'd say we just go do another bug one, because now we've got a poison type. It just makes more sense to go do another bug. Plus the Venomoth was quite easy, so let's go back and do that. That is technically a poison type in between. So we'll update our currently hunting as well. To our good old friend Venomoth. Where are you? Venomoth is there. I've got a lot of shinies gifts saved that I really want to get hunt for. But I want to do the Revavroom line. I want to get the Snom. I think Snom and Frostmoth look really, really good. So hopefully we can get them soon as well. Alright, let's make ourselves a sandwich. I'm very, very glad that we cancelled that last one. Because that is effectively a shiny and no Herba Mystica wasted. So, very, very nice. Gotta appreciate that. Alright, let's make it. Fun fact, I had the tune you're hearing right now. Yeah, it came up in... wait, no, wrong one. It's got to be Cherry Tomatoes. It came up in Infinite Hurdle today. And I would have got it instantly, but I may not have been in a lecture. And I wanted to just, like, get past the first one. And it's really annoying, because it would have been my first ever one I got on the first go. I mean, it's very obvious, very easy, but that's not, that's not the point. Okay, so remember for this sandwich, because it's cherry tomatoes, we have to be very careful here. Hey, Panda Man, how's it going? Piper's really helping me out today. Said we are currently doing my best we're trying our best to get enough average viewers to reach affiliate effectively. She told me to remind you of that L you Brits got in 1783. I mean, Piper is British as well, so I'm not sure she would say that. Oh, okay, sure. But go against your own kind, Piper. I see how it is. Oh my goodness, we're up to 9 viewers. This is like the most I've ever had, so thank you to everyone who's currently in the stream. I appreciate that. Oh my god, that was close. I might try balance these last few. Ah, don't fall off, please. Oh my god, if that bottom one falls, I swear. Oh my god. This is the worst sandwich I've ever made. Ah! One more, come on. Yes, okay, we're safe, we're safe. Whew! Christ. Yeah, I'll back the USA. 9 viewers, I will 100% back the USA. Now, I said earlier, if we want to beat, with the state of my old streams, we need about 50 average viewers on today's stream if we want to get instant affiliate. But to be honest, it's probably like an average of like 5, like even over the next week is going to get me there. So yeah, we're doing very well. Thank you, Piper, I appreciate it, and thank you everyone who's joined. Said we are going to be hunting for our Venomoth now, which is an awesome shiny, by the way. I think it's really, really cool, really, really cool. Yeah, chill out, Piper. Oh, I need to switch out Clodsire. I mean, this is looking good so far. I mean, we've had 2 shinies, one without a sandwich as well. And, you know, obviously last week, our 12 shinies in one stream in 4 sandwiches, 9 shinies and 2 sandwiches is our best still. But we've consistently had 6 shinies at least every single stream. So already having 2 with only 1 sandwich, it's looking promising. It is looking promising indeed. And we've just hit the hour mark with 9 viewers. Thank you so much, guys. Nah, we're not hating. We're just like, it's just TMI. You know, we're enjoying the shiny hunting. And the good thing is there's hopefully not too many... Oh, there shouldn't be really any spoilers. Because we're hunting for Venomoth now. A blue Venomoth. We've got a whole half an hour for it. I'm confident we'll get this one. There's so many Venomoth around here. So, yeah, we should be able to get this, I reckon. Just as long as I come up here high enough and then let them all respawn down the bottom. So American's saying bleed red is fine. Nah, but it's different, isn't it? It is different. It's also uncalled for. Like, where did that come from? At least there was reasoning for Panda's comment. Like, we had some sort of logic behind it. Yours just came out of nowhere. And it was, like, basically completely out of context. But, you know, it's how it goes. How it goes sometimes. Okay, I've got to make sure I don't miss this in the light, because otherwise we're going to... it's going to be very annoying, but it should be fine. There's nothing to phase on here, really. Apart from the low kicks that appear up here, but there's very few of them, so I'm not too concerned. I've got to make sure I don't miss anything coming past. Yeah, I suppose Flynn saying it would make a bit more sense as to the reason why. What would be crazy? Imagine we hit 10. We hit 10 viewers today. That would be amazing. Oh, we hit 40. We hit 40 as well. My March follower goal, it says 30. It says 37, but my thing says 40. So, I mean, it might maybe it's slightly lower than, because obviously people can unfollow. But 40 is a massive achievement. So, thank you all for everyone who's followed today. So hopefully we can keep it going. I mean, it's unlikely. But I'll try my best. I'll try get as many shinies as we can, right? That's the plan. That is the plan. We've got to just hope that we get something, or get a bit lucky, really. And after this, we will go do Strudel or Grafii. I believe there's a location where you can hunt both. So we'll go do that next. You know, to mix up the poison and bug type hunting. Obviously, Venomoth is both, but I believe Brute Bonnet will... Brute Bonnet is a poison type, right? I think it is. Because obviously a few of them will spawn as well, and we want exclusively Venomoth if we can. I'm getting tripped out by the lighting, though. It already feels like we'll get seen the blue one, but then look at us on the last one. The last one, I thought that Wooper wasn't shiny. Turns out it was, so... Not too shabby. If you want, yeah, I don't mind. Sure. You hate Strudel and Grafii. Why do you hate Strudel and Grafii? Then Strudel's okay. Strudel's a little bit boring, but like I get why people still like it, right? And it's a little cute and goofy with like little teeth and everything like that. But I think Grafii is awesome. Like obviously its reveal video made it seem like it was this big deal Pokemon, and realistically you can just avoid it in the entire game. But I still think it's pretty damn cool. Like, its design is really well done. And to be honest, like, I would never expect to get an II Pokemon. Like, an II... Like, I'd seen it before because I've seen True Green 7 do a fake one of, I think, or Jess doing a fake one of it. But I think it's actually a really, really cool design. And obviously, like, the mix with the graffiti. Like, it's just a really good blend, I think. Like, it's a really good combination. It reminds you of Gary Glitter. Brilliant. Why does... You know, I feel like I should... As soon as I see a name like that, I feel like I should just not delve into it any further. Just, I mean... That... I'm more like WTF at that than I am at your previous comment on Women's History Month, so... Why is Grafii? Grafii is just doing its job, man. It's just painting its trees... Making Paldea look pretty, that's all. You've got to appreciate the work it's doing. I think Panda literally dropped by to say Americans rule and then left. I mean, you got to do what you got to do, right? That's how it goes sometimes. Me, because I don't want to swear on stream. I don't really care if it's in the chat, because there's not much I can do about that. But I'd preferably, like, not... I'd rather not do that on the stream. Also, saying, like, if you say, like, a moment, like a WTF moment, no one says that out loud with moment on the end. They say it in that, like, sort of wording, I guess, is the way to put it. Yeah, who is this Jack guy? You mentioned him before. I can't remember who you said. Did you actually answer that one? Who is Jack? You've got to know who Jack is now. You've got to give me some context. Do 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 do. He's the one who does the videos, like, point of view. Oh, Jack Joseph. Oh, what, the guy on TikTok. Oh, no, he's jokes. I really like him. He's really funny. Yeah, because it is you. It's funny. Now, the thing is, like, he's so good at it. Like, it's so cringy to watch. And the thought that there are people like that is crazy. Oh, my God. Wait, there we go. We got it. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Forget Jack Joseph. We have just got ourselves a shiny blue moth. Look at its beauty. Oh, it's actually so nice. It's so obvious as well. What a nice looking shiny Pokemon. Oh, it's actually so nice. It's such an underrated Pokemon. I like this entire line is so underrated. I think people forget how good of a line this is. Like, I don't know about competitive wise. I doubt they're very good. I mean, obviously Venonat wouldn't be used, but I think they're actually really nice shinies. I've grown to love both of them. It's not like I've even used them in playthroughs. I just think they're really nice shinies. And just really cool Pokemon in general. Especially Venonat. I've really grown on Venonat. Because it's just like little goofy ball of like fur and hair. And it's like just got like a bug's face. You know, like when they show those like close-ups of like what like a fly looks like. It's just like that, but just big and furry. But we will 100% take that. Wait, does it not close its eyes? Oh wait, it doesn't really have eyelids. It literally just has eyeballs. Right. Okay, I was going to say, I thought we got that for a second. I'm going to check up its moves. Right now I'm just going to throw luxury balls at it, because if it doesn't have any self-damaging moves, then we are free to use full swipe. God, yeah, we're not even getting close. I'm probably going to have to damage it. My main concern is just getting it too low. Okay, let's have a look. So it's level 55, which means that it has the moves Psychic, Poison Fang, Zen Headbutt, and Leech Life. Okay, perfect. Doesn't have Sleep Powder either, so we can full swipe it all the way down. There we go. We've got nothing that it can't damage itself, so we're all good. Worst comes to worse. Like, I think it's actually got Leech. Would you say it's got Leech Life? Yes, so it can actually heal itself as well. If it just goes on for a long time, you can just leave the battle, and obviously the all the PP resets. So pretty useful. That's what really started that whole Ballgate thing on Twitter, didn't it? With all the what ball do you catch shinies in? And a lot of people use Quick Ball in this game because you can easily leave a shiny one. But there we go. Let's get going. We have got 3 shinies now this stream. Very, very nice. And a very, very nice one to continue that with. Still nothing more than 1 in a sandwich, but can't complain. We'll go try and get a Venonat now, I think. Nothing around me. And we'll head for a Venonat. It'd be nice to get them both in the same sandwich. That would be pretty sick, I think. Oh, there we go. I know, I hit 40 followers. Piper doing some of the carrying there, but we got there. We're making progress. So the follower goal, I said, it seems to be slightly wrong, but I will double check that after the stream, because it does obviously sometimes change depending on people unfollow and stuff, so. Okay, so we'll just, let me make my way over there as we change it to Venonat. Need to highlight it, otherwise I will go the wrong way. Okay, it's just over there. It's another one I haven't done. I haven't done the single Pokemon from the Rookidee, Corvisquire, Corviknight line. Because again, I figured I'd come across them. Like, I've seen so many people just get like a wild, full-on shiny Rookidee. But I've had nothing yet, unfortunately. Okay, let's just change this to Venonat. Venonat, there we go. you bringing in some of the new followers and the new viewers. We've dropped down to 6 now, because I imagine a few of them, they probably left. But that is okay. I appreciate the views and the follows. Okay, so we are aiming for Venonat here, but a Tarantula or a Spidops aren't not welcome, I suppose is the best way to say that. I don't mind if I get one. I prefer a Spidops, because as I said, I think getting the Evos are better, but if we don't, that's okay. So the focus is the Venonat, though. I'm intrigued, though. Like, that's the thing about these shinies, like, I always feel like I should look them up of someone else getting them in Scarlet and Violet first, because I can never actually tell, like, the ones that are a slightly different shade in certain, like, parts of the body. Am I ever going to be able to tell? Because I'd like to think this purple will look different, but with them all wandering around on their own in this light, I have no idea. Who knows? It's the Love Island final in 15 minutes. Does that mean you're going to be leaving then? You're going to be bringing my viewer the countdown. Can't believe this. These all got red eyes. Gotta look up for the blue eyes. Who's actually left? How many people are left? Well, I have no idea. I don't care about Love Island, so... I know they have a final 3, but I assume they'd have some more people before that, and they like slowly like remove them or something, like the X Factor does. Because it's not like the last show you have, or like the X Factor did, I suppose. Yeah, the last show wouldn't just have 3 contestants left. So how many couples are left at that time? Because I genuinely have no idea. Oh, there we go. There's a shiny Tarantula. I'll take it. I'll take it. 100%. Let's go. Not one I was expecting. Well, actually, I mean, to be fair, it's probably the most likely here, but we will take that. We will 100% take that. Where's it gone? Come on, over here. Can I run into you? Oh, did I run into the right one? Oh, I did. Let's go. Come on. Oh, I reckon we can just Hypnosis this one. The only issue... Oh, wait, it's got Insomnia. Never mind. Okay. I'm just going to throw a Luxury Ball until I definitely know what moveset it's got. Because I don't know for sure. It has got... what level is this Tarantula? Okay, so it's got Assurance. It has got... Okay, level 21 Assurance. Wait, how's it got Assurance? Oh, yeah. Block... Bug Bite and Faint. Okay, yeah, we can knock it down. Although Assurance will kill me here, actually. Actually, might not. It wouldn't have killed me. It depends how much health the Tarantula had, but that's fine. We should catch it now. The only thing is I don't have the Tarantula GIF, so bear with me. We'll keep looking for the Venonat, but I do need to get a Tarantula GIF up because I do not have one currently stored, because it wasn't when I was planning on hunting. I just didn't mind getting it if it, appeared nearby. But let's go though. That's a big W. Oh, don't run into me, please. No, 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 no. Okay. Let's update the shinies this stream as well to 4. Did not mean to run into you. I'd say, I mean, we're doing pretty well right now. We've got 2 shinies in this sandwich. The first different one for the day. Oh my goodness, we're getting stuck now though. If I can get this shiny Tarantula GIF though, this would be... Because it is massively slowing down my computer and the stream every time I find a GIF. Which is why I get it all prepared before. I just wasn't expecting to see a shiny Tarantula today. It wasn't one I was planning on hunting. I tend to get the ones I hunt for. I mean, what I'll do in the future is anything I can find around in the area that could possibly be shiny, I'll just grab as well. Because, like, even though it's unlikely I'm ever going to use the GIF, it just means that I don't have to do stuff like this. So, GIF. Oh, where is it? Oh, god damn it. Hold on a second. Okay, what will be annoying is... I mean, I'd rather have Spidops now. If we get another Tarantula, that's going to be a bit frustrating, but... It is what it is. That's sometimes how it goes, unfortunately. But Venonat is our target. Up to 8 viewers as well. Very nice. I was just checking if any of those were shiny. That'd be funny, wouldn't it? I do have a shiny Paldean actually. I got from just literally just walking by, which was, you know, not too bad, but... Okay. I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, blue eyes, blue eyes, blue eyes. Just gotta remember. Look for the blue eyes. And we should be fine. Okay, hold on. I've got the website up. Tarantula. We're getting there, we're getting there. It's gonna be on the screen in a second. Okay, shiny. Save. Let me run down here. And then we can let a few things spawn in whilst I download this image. Well, actually, if it's going to load, that would be useful, wouldn't it? It's nice, though. I do like having the GIFs on stream. It just makes it a little bit more interactive and, you know, more interesting to look at, I suppose. Okay, here we go. Shiny Tarantula. What is the name based, or like, what's the base behind like Tarantula's name? Because obviously Tarantula is. But what's the owl bit? Like the OU? Is it just to make it different from Tarantula? Maybe like wound? Like string? Nah, that's a bit of a stretch. It can't be that, right? It's got to be related to the fact it's got like a big ball of string on its back. Or like, it is string, right? I'd assume it is. Okay, there we go. I've got it up now, so if we just change previous. Shiny Tarantula. There we go. Got it in the end. Also, did you guys know, look, you can just start to see it. I didn't know this. But Shiny Tarantula has little red like bits at the bottom of its legs. Oh, Genevri, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. We're getting to 50. We're not too far now. We're making our way there. Fortunately, you just missed our Shiny Tarantula, but I wouldn't say it's the most exciting Pokemon in the world anyway. But yeah, Shiny Tarantula has these little like red bits on the bottom of its legs, and I did a shiny quiz recently, and I had absolutely no clue that it did. It was the only, I said it was a real shiny, the one I saw. It had black legs, but no, it has red, like dark tinted bits on the bottom. So if you ever have to do a shiny quiz and Tarantula's in it, don't forget that. It's certainly not a very noticeable feature, but it's still a part of the shiny nonetheless. Okay, come on, Venonat. See, this is the other thing about knowing what the shiny's going to look like. Is just, if I knew it was going to be a really different purple, I knew I wouldn't have to come up close to it and inspect every single one, which means I could probably search like a bit more for, or in the area to get more to spawn in. Whereas because I'm having to go close and check everything, I can't actually, spawn in as many as I'd like. But that's fine. We've got two shinies this sandwich, a Venomoth and a Tarantula. This was, this is the next part of the hunt. So no shinies, not the end of the world, but ideally we will get our blue-eyed bug, fuzzy bug. That's what it is. It's a fuzzy bug. It's a bug that's fuzzy. I couldn't think of any words there. Those are just the first words that came to my mouth. Also, okay, wait. I have an important question for everyone watching right now. Okay, so there's a website called Pokemon Hurdle. Okay, there's a website called Pokemon Hurdle. Now Piper sends me the pretty much every single day. She sends me there's an infinite one, so you can just do it as many times as you want, and there's also a daily one. Now she sends me the daily, so pretty much daily, and she always gets it, and pretty much, and tends to be pretty quickly as well. And nearly every single time. Today was different. I actually got it today, but most of the time I don't get it right. Now I want to know what you guys think. Is like Pokemon music, like if you've heard some Pokemon music in a game, and it was played randomly to you, do you think you'd be able to get it? Because although you might recognize it, like there's many times they've played a tune and I'm like, oh yeah, I recognize this tune, and I can actually like sing along to it, but I've no idea where it's from. Like, it's actually really hard. I think people don't realize. Yeah, I am talking about you. I'm talking about Hurdle right now. I'm interested to see what people think. If you want to kind of test, you can try look up Pokemon Hurdle or even Pokemon Infinite Hurdle. So you know, just in case you happen to know today's one, just to give you an idea, because I think that you can play loads of the games, really enjoy it, you know, and play lots like I do, but not necessarily have to know, you know, or recognize all the music, or like you just know where it's from. Like obviously you can recognize it as Pokemon music. I don't know where half of it's from. Yeah, see that? Exactly. Like basically, I'll tell you a little secret. So Piper and I have been arguing about this, determining, you know, who's right here. And she just says, yeah, you should know, and it's all pretty obvious. And then she tells me, oh, actually, she used to listen to it while studying, so therefore she's got a much better knowledge. And then she posts it on Virizion anyway, saying the same thing, when she's admitted that ultimately it's come down to the fact she's listened to it loads. So, you know, I'm not saying she's making it up, but you know. You can't just recognise. Like, I get some things. Like, there's some, you know, more obvious ones. Like, I know Cynthia's one in Gen 5. And I didn't get it in Gen 4 today. I recognised I just didn't think of it at the time. But the Gen 5 one I know enough now because I see enough memes about it. And obviously I got the Gen 9 Sandwich one. And there's one other I know because it's like the only one I really, really like. But apart from that, I can't really recognise them, so... Maybe the most iconic ones, but you get ones like, Surf, or like Route 17, or like a Pokemon contest. They're like really obscure ones, and then I don't get it. Or like the other day, we had, it was Avery's theme. Avery from the Sword and Shield DLC in the Isle of Armor, right? Pretty irrelevant character. And Piper was surprised I didn't get it. And I was like, you battle Avery like twice for a start. Oh my god, it's the shiny, come on! Let's go, that's another shiny in this sandwich. We're stepping up today. But yeah, I play the games as well, and I don't recognise the Surf half the time. And also, look, that purple is not obvious at all, so I'm glad I've noticed it. But even so, like, you can't just recognise... She was surprised I didn't get it. I was like, well, I don't focus on the music when I'm playing the games. Like, I hear the music, sure. But I'm not sitting there going, oh, you know what? Oh my god, it looks so weird with its eyes closed. I'm not sitting there going, oh yeah, you know what, let me just remember this iconic theme. You know? I don't know. You guys play some Infinite Hurdle and see how much you struggle. Then you'll understand. There we go. Let's go. We're getting... I think the Shiny Luck's coming back, guys. We're at 5 Shinies already. And we've only been streaming. We've been streaming for under an hour and a half. And we're already at 5, so this is going pretty darn well. Once this sandwich is over, obviously we'll check all of for marks and stuff. How long have we got left? We have got 6 minutes. Okay, we are going to have to move, obviously. But let me update our gifts first. So we've got a shiny Venonat. And we are hunting a bug type. So which bug types do I have available? So I did pre-prepare some. I can't quite remember who we've got left though. So we have got bug types. Frostmoth and Snom, they're bug types, right? We can actually go to the Ice type mountain and try hunt for those. That's actually a shout, actually. I'm tempted to do that because now we've got Surskit as well, actually. Surskit's a really nice shiny. I really like Surskit. It's Snom bug type. Yes it is. Oh, you know what? I might go do that. Or is there going to be other Pokemon that spawn up there? I don't know. I mean, we can find out. We can find out. Let me go check first. And then once we go check, we can determine whether I can afford to hunt for that or not. I'll put it up for the minute. And then obviously if we have to change it, we can change it. We've got Shiny Nimble as well, actually. If not, I'll probably do Surskit, because I really like Surskit. I think it's a really good shiny. And we've got Masquerain already, so... Yes, they're not going to spawn up here, because Snom don't spawn up here. But down here, I reckon we should just get Snom. I'm hoping. Let's find out. Snom, Snom. Snom. Okay, good. We're just getting Snom. Lovely. I had to leave because Paul Dano came on the TV. Okay, fine. Alright, yes. I'm glad we can isolate. I didn't know you could isolate Snom here. It wasn't one that appeared when I was looking up shiny hunts. Otherwise, I probably would have done this one yesterday. But this is pretty cool. I really want a shiny Frostmoth. So, this would be a pretty cool one to get. So, it shouldn't be too hard to spot either. Because its body turns more yellowy. And it's kind of like glass shellish. Becomes more of like a light blue. And with enough spawning around, as I said, it should be pretty obvious. I think the yellow will be the biggest giveaway, so I mean we've only got 5 minutes, so what we'll do is we're gonna go hunt as No Life has suggested. Oh my god, I thought that was it for a second, it just the lighting. As No Life has suggested, we'll go hunt for Strudel / Grafii as part of our final, part of our poison one. And then we'll come back to do this for the other bug. Alright, bye Piper. You know, you could get your computer and leave it on there. Just leave it upstairs. That would be amazing. But I know you won't. So, yeah, that's the only thing. Like, you see how it's slightly lighter there? It's just the lighting. It just throws you off a little bit. Because, like, if I run into it, it's not a shiny. It's just based on that angle. It makes its shell. Look at that. Look how light it looks there. See what I mean? Okay, that was a really good example of where it goes a bit light, but hopefully its body is good enough of a giveaway. We've only got 4 minutes anyway, but we'll come do this next after we've gone and hunted for Grafii, because I would like a shiny Grafii. It's got a pretty good shiny, I think. It's not the most coordinated colours maybe, but it's because it's so unique, and it makes sense because it's, you know, it's a painter one. It could be any colour really, and I think we'd all accept it as a shiny. Apart from maybe plain. If it was plain, that would be very boring. Or maybe even like the idea is it's a shiny before it's done any painting. But then the like drips on its hand wouldn't really make sense. So okay, I feel like this one's going to be pretty obvious. So I don't think we're going to miss it. So we've only got 3 minutes anyway. So if we go do Strudel, Grafii, and then come back for this, then our next poison one, if we haven't got a Strudel, Grafii, we'll go do Varoom, I reckon. Very nice shiny. Obviously it's gold, so I mean, to be fair, they usually have a lot of Varoom and Revavroom outbreaks, but I don't have one today. I said the last time I did, the only time I've ever tried a Revavroom outbreak, I was in Piper's game, and see, look, that one as well. It just looks shiny, but and she basically kicked me out because she closed it, didn't realise I was doing it, and then I spawned back in my own game, and there was a shiny Pyroar right there. So maybe it's sometimes a good thing to be kicked out of a shiny hunt. Hey, apart from Crash. If it crashes, that's never a good thing. Okay, where are you? Is it yet? What colour would you say it is? Is it light? Is it light blue? Its shell, even if it even is a shell. I don't know how to describe it really. It's a weird one. Like, it's such a strange Pokemon, and it looks so different in this game compared to Sword and Shield. Like, it's one of the Pokemon from Gen 8 that's really changed looks. Like this, with the textures as well. I mean, Beartic looks different because of the way it's been like animated and drawn for this game, but most other Pokemon look very similar. But Pokemon like Beartic, Snom, they all look quite different. So, oh, we lost so many people. I think Piper leaving. I imagine Flynn probably left as well. Oh well, that's fine. So it's about the shinies today. It's about the shinies. Yeah, I mean, you can pretty much tell. Like, there's the odd few, as I said, that have got a lighter shell, but most of them, the dark sticks out really quickly, so you can pretty much instantly tell that they're not shinies. Just there might be an odd few where you go, is that a shiny? And it's not, but hopefully you eventually do that. And there is a shiny, so 3 shinies this sandwich though. I'd say we're back. I'd say we're back. We're back with our fantastic shiny luck. Yeah, see, look, you can see all how dark these ones are here from here. So we're 100% going to do this one once we've done at least one poison hunt. I can't remember who it was. There was another poison hunt where I think you get Krogunk and Toxicroak as well, which I don't want because I've got. But I can't remember who the other Pokemon was that I did want. One thing I do know is Flamigo can be quite easily hunted where those Wooper originally were, like, you know, when I said around the corner, with, I think, Krogunk still spawning. But, I mean, I don't mind Krogunk as much, because obviously I don't have it in a Luxury Ball, because I got it in PLA. Is that it gone? Yeah, it is. But, at least it's a good place to get a Flamigo, and I reckon it'd be pretty obvious, because it's, like, all brown and dirt and everything, so. Alright, let's have a look at our boxes, see if we've got any marks on our shinies. They should have gone straight into here this time, because this is the last box we had edited with, so... Did Wooper have a... Wooper didn't have one, did it? Alright, okay. Venomoth, has it got a mark? No, it does not. Tarantula, does it have a mark? No, it does not. Venonat, does it have a mark? No, it does not. Fantastic. We'll also evolve our Tarantula. So this one has got okay stats with no mark. And our other Tarantula... wherever it is. I've no idea where. God, did I hunt it this long ago? What? Wait, where? Did I just miss it? I think I missed it. Where is it? Shiny Tarantula. There you are. It's also got okay stats. I guess we'll evolve the newer one then. Why not? Higher level anyway. And then we will have another shiny to add to our shiny living decks. In fact, more importantly, we are now 1 shiny away from 400 total shinies in our shiny living decks, which is a massive milestone. And I really appreciate everyone joining, because I've got so much done in my streams recently. I mean, when I first implemented the shiny living deck symbol in the stream, we were at like 350. And I still did some streaming before that, so I reckon I've probably made like at least 60 shinies in this game. So I really appreciate everyone for joining and watching along with me. Alright, Tarantula is evolving. There we go, there's our shiny ugly Spidops. I reckon they could have just like changed, if they just changed that like pink slightly, just... It's just too hot pink, right? It's a bit too much. Like, you could easily tone it down just a little bit and it would still, like, it would actually look really good. I don't know, maybe that's just me. Although I know it's not. Everyone hates Tarantula, so... Okay, let's swap it back for our Gallade. It's the whole Venomoth line though done though, which is nice. Our shiny Venonat, and even better, our shiny Venomoth. I mean, look how good that looks. It looks incredible. Alright, so we're going to go hunt Shroodle and Grafaiai now, as requested by No Lifer, which unfortunately is going to be in the Tag Tree thicket. I do need to double check where though, because I'm not entirely sure which side is best. I assume it'd be right in the middle, but you want to eat it? Okay, I don't know about that. It just doesn't look that good. It's just a bit too, like, intense. I mean, a lot of people don't like Spidops anyway as a Pokemon, so, you know, it's shiny being even worse, you know. It's a bit of a letdown. Okay, it does look like there are Varoom around here, so we could probably just hop straight outside once we got the Varoom, but once we got the Grafaiai, if we get it in this sandwich, of course. Okay, let's double check where these shinies are at, where to hunt them. We could do Vivillon as well, actually. I didn't even think about that. Combee and Vespiquen as well. That's also a shout. Where is it? Oh, I'm looking at bug types. Idiot. Poison types, that's what we need. Of a raspberry jam. Okay, yeah, okay, I sort of see that, to be fair. I sort of see that. Okay, well, Grafii should be easier to see than Strudel, and I did get a shiny Strudel before, so I'm pretty confident we get this Grafii here. Is there any way to just get Grafii? No. So yeah, it looks like they're going to be the opposite across the river. So if we come in, we'll go across the river, like where we hunted Impidimp. I just don't want to double check anything I run past. Remember, it's purple eyes, and the Grafii is more like... I mean, I'll put the Grafii up on the screen, because that's the evolution we want, so... But yeah, we're going to be on the other side of the river for this one. So this is normal Grafii, and different Grafii looks like... if I can get it up, it looks like... this. Not a shiny Snom, no. But we were only hunting it for like 5 minutes. Venonat was the last one. So that is our shiny Grafii. It also has purple eyes. So any purple-eyed mon from that line, we will happily take. So we'll just save. And get going. Yeah, you needed to get me to say Miraidon, but you didn't, so it doesn't really work, unfortunately. It was a good try, though. It was a good try. Oh no, we've dropped to 2 viewers. We're under the 3. No. No, I'm not calling it that. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to speak to you and Annihilate. Strudel, Grafii. We need to get that average viewer back up. Okay, 3 green bell pepper for some reason. And then we can use whatever, can't we? As long as it's not a sweet and sour. Yeah, so we'll just do sweet and bitter. Why not? Doesn't matter. You know, you can't just join my stream and just come in with all these commands all the time and demands. Unfortunately, it doesn't work like that. Maybe if you said please, I might consider it more. You'd actually hate watching me play because I know you'd be like, oh, but that's not the best attack to move and it has better special attack, and I can just hear you saying it. At least this sandwich is easy to make, hey? Maybe that'll be something to do in the future when I don't have enough Herba Mystica. Alright, so we are looking for purple eyes. That's what we want. Fingers crossed. Hey. Let's do this. Let's get this shiny. I'm feeling confident. This means Grafii, or the Strudel, if we get it in a sandwich, will be our 400th shiny towards our living shiny decks. Not technically the 400th I own, that I have caught myself as well, because I have actually caught a few, but they're from like raids in Shield, and they're probably hacked. So, because I've got like 3 from raids, and I barely did any online raids, so I don't trust any of them. Most people do online raids because they're like using the time hack thing, and I don't want to use that. So, alright, so there will be some fungus around here as well, so hopefully we don't get that. I've just got to make sure to avoid them. Purple eyes, though. Purple eyes is what we want, and hopefully purple eyes is what we'll get. Grafii is the main target, but we shall take a Strudel as well. And there's nothing better than walking up to strudel and then turning it around, and it's a shiny. Oh my god, it's a shiny Makuhita. Completely off odds. But yes, we are saving, because I do not have this shiny. Well, I have a Makuhita, but I do not have a shiny Hariyama. Damn. Shiny Hariyama, or shiny Makuhita coming in, because they want to be our 400th shiny for our shiny living decks. Very cool. Very, very cool. Okay, that wasn't cool, though. I don't think we can use Hypnosis if it's protected itself, right? Yeah. I'm surprised it looks so different to Hariyama. But yeah, fun fact. The last time I got a Makuhita, I also just stumbled upon it. I can't remember if I had a sandwich on, but yeah, both of them we weren't hunting for. So, and this is a good shiny. I think it looks way better than its normal one. Just like the slightly brighter on the red on the cheek, and the you know, obviously the red gloves. So let's go. Our 400th shiny living deck shiny. Very, very nice. Now I will pause because not only do I want to update the shinies, I need to get a new GIF. There aren't too many people in the stream, so it's not like I'm going to throw people away anyway. But also I figured I can update the 400. It's really easy to do. I just have to save it as the same name and it will automatically update. So let's get the shiny hunters up, and also the text for... Oh my goodness, I don't know how that heard me, but it heard me say its name, the Amazon product over there. Not cool, man, not cool. Alright, so 400 in total out of 1,031. I'm just editing it slightly. I'm just changing its colour, so it goes to that. It might be a slightly different shade, but it tends to pretty much always look the same, so... Okay, so this one should update straight away. There we go, that should be updated now. And now we can get our Makuhita as well. So we're going to come in here. Okay, so Makuhita doesn't look as good in the GIF, but still cool shiny, hey. Shiny Makuhita. What would be good is just to use it as the previous, but then I'd have to download it every time, so it wouldn't be as good. Alright, there we go. 400 out of 1,031. Cool, yeah, it does look like shovels. Didn't even notice that. So let's change our Venonat, obviously, because we didn't last get a Venonat. We last got a Makuhita. Lovely. See, look how it looks a bit more dull. It's red, whereas it looks really bright in SV. But I will take it, even if we don't get a shiny in the sandwich. Obviously, we had a shiny without a sandwich today, so I'm okay with that. And it's a new shiny, so I'm not going to not save. I would just prefer to get a shiny that is affected by this sandwich in this hunt, just because it makes it feel like it's, you know, the sandwich was worth it. Let's get back up here. I think they were better more around the back. And there seems to be a lot of fungus though, which, as I said, we don't want to get. As we did do that hunt the other day. Why don't we check what this is as well, whilst we're here. Mass grain. Fun fact, that the Electros that we checked on stream the other day, I did it after the stream, and I think I got 3 Herba Mystica in it, so that was pretty nice. Yeah, 400 oh my god, we've just jumped up to 7. Welcome to everyone who's just joined. We've just got our 400th shiny for the shiny living decks, which was pretty awesome. And that was a random Makuhita who's not even affected by a poison type sandwich, but Nonetheless, it is a new shiny, which we will evolve into a Hariyama after this sandwich. And we're currently hunting for a Grafaiai. Or a Strudel. Either one. Doesn't matter. Preferably a Grafaiai. But we will take either. But yeah, 400 total shinies now in the Shiny Living Dex. Which is a massive achievement for me. About 170, 180-ish in this game. And the rest being in PLA. Well, not all the rest. There's maybe a few more in Shield. Maybe like 30 or 40 in Shield. But yeah, it's a good day so far. Every stream over the last week we've had at least 6 shinies. Obviously, with our best being 12. And we're not going to be stopping soon. We're only an hour and 45 in. So we've got at least a few more sandwiches to go through, and we've still got 25 minutes left on this one. So fingers crossed we get more shinies. And that is not shiny. I thought that was a blue Fungus then. The white looked blue in the shade. But it's fine. We don't want a Fungus. Phasing on a Makahito is way better. How different does Grafaiai look from behind? Do you think it's going to be noticeable enough? I reckon I can just recognise it as being slightly different, you know? Also, if you're new to the stream, be sure to drop a follow. Certainly up to your shiny luck. And also really helps me get towards that 50 follower mark, which isn't too far away. And it helps me get to an affiliate. So I'd really appreciate that if you're not following already. I stream Pokemon almost every day at the moment. Also stream some Hitman on the side as well. And I have a VOD channel you can check out. That has all my streams, all my shinies. And I also got a new YouTube channel just under Blade Inferior, which I will be uploading video too soon. So yeah, make sure to check that out. Okay, Grafaiai I feel like is going to be pretty obvious. But the rest I think we should be fine. Hold on. You got a shiny. Yes, we got a shiny Makahita. Who's your favourite female with green hair? Favourite female with green hair. Probably Virizion. Virizion has green hair, right? And is always a female, so that or female Joker, right? I think it will be. Yeah, me too. Me too. So Strudel, as I said, I have got one already, and it's not very noticeable until you see its eyes. So you do have to sort of check each of those. But yeah, Grafaiai should be. I mean, look how like dark these ears are. Although it did glitch out when you get a bit further away. But then if you look at the different colour of them on the screen, I mean, I hope it looks like that from behind. So it should be pretty obvious, I think. Oh, nearly ran into an on there. Do do do. Do 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 do. We're dropping a lot of frames today. I can see how many frames have been dropped. I don't know if it's fully down to what's on the screen or if it's the capture card's frames being dropped. But it is more than usual. It probably is the lag tree thicket. You know what this place is like. It's bloody awful. So. Wait, Virizion has no gender. Oh, that is a shame. I thought Virizion was always guaranteed female. Guess not. Yeah, unironically, I agree. It's weird how you get all these poison types spawning, and then there's just this one little spot here. Non-poison types can spawn. Get Makahita, there's a Skiddo there. We had Knackley and Knacklastack a minute ago. Very random indeed. I just realised I shouldn't have cloned that text, because the text is really easy to update. Because although I can't change it in the stream, because it's always going to be the same image being replaced. Because it's always going to be the same image being replaced. Whenever I save a new one, I just save it to the current image, and it obviously replaces the old one. So, weird furry Pokemon lover. You? No, I don't think so. I just like Virizion. It's a cool Pokemon. Simple as that, really. I feel like the Swords of Justice, my opinion on them have changed so much. Not as in, like, whether I like them or not. I've always liked them, right? But, I've never really known which is my favourite. I think for a long time it was Cabalion. And then I thought, actually, Terrakion's really cool. I actually really like Terrakion. But now the more I think about it, I think, actually, I really like Virizion. So I don't really know which is my favourite. I can't even say which is my least favourite, because I really like all of them. Because then, I mean, they're not, like, standout, like... No, I've always liked Virizion. This shiny obviously helps. But I think... They're not like, oh my god, so amazing, I love them all so much. But I like them all enough to be like, they're all good. But I don't hate any of them enough to be like, okay, this one's lower than the other one, you know? They're all pretty decent. They're not all amazing, but they're all pretty decent. I think, anyway. So it's hard to kind of judge who's the least favourite. I like them all for different reasons. Nope, you've got green eyes. Where are you, purple eyes? Where are you? I would like a shiny, please. So as to have not wasted my Herba Mystica. Because I got a Makuhita. They don't spawn enough, I don't think. I feel like they don't anyway. Just a reminder, we won't be streaming tomorrow. I have got some stuff to do. Oh, look how orange they look now. Oh my god! Oh, screw you. His eyes just closed. Yeah. We won't be streaming tomorrow. I'm going to try focus on sorting out some of the stuff for the video tomorrow. As I said, I have made a thumbnail, but I'm going to have to change it because I'm changing the idea of the video. The thumbnail won't make too much, but at least I've done that. And I've already cut together 2 whole streams. And the other streams there isn't as much to do. I did the longest ones first, so I'm hoping I can get that out soon, but because I've got to focus on my coursework, I imagine it'll be out hopefully start of Easter, which is in about 2 weeks time. I mean, obviously no promises, and the fact I haven't got a video does help, because it doesn't really matter when I upload it, but hopefully I'll be able to get that out soon, and then I can promote that, and hopefully people enjoy. Like, I have a really good idea for it, and I have a really good vision of what I want to do. It's just actually doing it, because it's the hard part, because, you know, I am not a professional editor, and it's not something I've done very much, so I try my best, but we'll see how it goes. If it's, you know, not a success, then I won't do it again, but I would like to at least get a proper one out, so hopefully you'll all enjoy it. I mean, maybe you guys not as much, because you're seeing me catch all these shinies on stream, but hey man, no, it's going great. We've had, so does anyone want to help me run through the shinies? I can't quite remember. We've had quite a lot today. We started off with Relor, which we evolved into a Rabsca. Actually, no, we haven't evolved into Rabsca. We're going to evolve into Rabsca. Then we got our shiny Paldean Wooper, which we did evolve into a Clodsire. Then we got our Venomoth. And what was the fourth one we got? What was the fourth bug? We got another bug type, I think. Who was it? I can't remember. We got another one, and then a Venonat. Oh, it was a Tarantula, and then we got a Venonat, and we just got a random Makuhita to take ourselves to 400 total Living Dex shinies, which is really cool. No, I don't really want to pay anyone. And also, I have an idea of like how I want to do the video, and I want to get used to it, because if I can get better at editing, it just makes life so much easier for like other things anyway. Oh, look, Venomoth spawning now. Oh god, can it stop closing its eyes? It's really throwing me off. Yeah, Venonat and Tarantula. Tarantula was the one I couldn't remember. Okay, it seems to be there's less spawning now that it's night. There are still some spawning, but it seems to be a lot of fungus now, and obviously some Venomoth. But yeah, we're doing very well today. You know, 6 shinies and effectively what? This is our 3rd sandwich, because you know obviously the Paldean and Wooper. I would count that as a proper hunt and be like, oh, technically it's been longer, but we didn't even do an entire you know, reset of 60, so it barely counts. I think it went off so quickly. Oh, I heard the noise, but I didn't see the Rampardos appear. Give me 1 second. Who has followed us today? Mario Fan 2127, thank you for the follow. That's another thing I've been considering recently, actually. Is streaming some more Mario, because I really like playing Mario, any Mario games, and I know it's quite popular, especially speedrunning them, and that's something I'm actually genuinely quite interested in. I mean, if SMO2 ever becomes a thing, I'm 100% going to be streaming that and speedrunning it as best I can. Obviously, it's going to be a massive thing, but I'm really interested in doing that. I really love SMO. It's a fantastic game. But I was, you know, obviously there's Mario Kart. It doesn't get as many viewers, but it's still quite fun, I think. And I would like to play some more of it, but to be honest, I'm just not good enough at SMO to do loads of challenges. And it's a whole different audience as well, so you know, it'd have to be a lot bigger to really draw it in. But SMO2, if that ever becomes a thing, 100% I'm streaming it. I really hope it does. Like, how can they not sequel it? I don't know. It's like one of the most successful Mario games out there, and people still play it so often. And it's such good content on YouTube. So, Super Mario Odyssey. It is the latest, like, main line Mario game released on the Switch. Yes, I am a uni student. That is what my coursework. I do computer science and maths. So you'd like to think maybe I could do some editing just because it's computer side, but I am actually going to be taking an animation module in my 3rd year, but that is unfortunately quite a way away because I'm doing a placement next year. So maybe I'll get some better with some animation then, but still, that's very different to editing. No, Super Mario Odyssey is absolutely amazing. It's such a good game. Like, it's just so well done, and obviously it's so replayable. And I mean, the speedrun. I was watching speedruns of CJR playing them earlier, and they're just really enjoyable to watch. And obviously, a lot of people get very hyped for the speedruns, so it's a really good thing to stream. So you know, I mean, back when I was playing it regularly, and first played it, I actually got pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Obviously not the level they were, but I did do pretty well, whereas now I can barely remember the routes. Yes, I am a 2nd year. Very nice. Yeah, the routes now, they've changed as well. There's so many more clips discovered. I remember back when Small Ant was first doing it, and to do a no capture run, or captureless run, because there's 3. Basically, the idea of the unique gimmick about Super Mario Odyssey, if you haven't seen it. So you know, in Mario Galaxy, obviously there's some of the added things they had to that game were the Sling Stars, the Lumos things. I can't remember what they were called, but they had some unique stuff. Well, Super Mario Odyssey is unique enough that basically, your hat is something called Cappy. Cappy becomes your hat, and you can throw Cappy and capture things. So basically take over. So you can throw Cappy at a Goomba and basically run around as a Goomba. And it's obviously given loads of different challenges and things like that. But there's a thing called a captureless run, where or min caps is what they actually call it. Basically, doing as many. Getting through the entire game with as little captures as possible, which basically means lots of clipping, because there are some that it's so difficult to not use a capture for. And there are only 3 in the entire game, but it used to be 13 because people didn't discover you could do, the clips, which is why it changes so much. But now it is literally the first one in right at the start of the game, then one to get a place called Ruined, and then the final one right at the end of the game you have to do as well. I am at Loughborough, so I'm not too far actually, funny enough. fantastic uni. Hence me playing a sport a lot of the time. Which is why these streams tend to be quite late at night sometimes. I mean, not too late, but like, I'd rather start streaming like 7 every day, but a lot of the time I don't. I have certain days where I don't finish sport till 9, so yeah, CJ and Smant, like, they've just produced, because they're good enough at the game, like, and obviously they've got big enough a following, they can pretty much just endlessly produce videos, especially CJ, like, about Mario and just doing all the different runs. I was watching his vid today he released about the different types of runs he's been doing, and the ones that chat suggested, and they're all like silly ones, but it's just really interesting to watch, and it's quite cool to see their talents, and it's just good to have on even in the background, even if you're not that bothered. It's just quite relaxing and calming, and a good fun vid. And there's obviously all the fun ones where CJ's done, like, I was watching his subathon yesterday, and every time he bonked, he waxed. He did it last year as well, but it's really funny, and it just makes it more interesting, and people are in more tense and want to see the bonk because, you know, so it means that something can happen. So I don't know, it makes it more interesting. It's why you get a lot of these like challenge on Pokemon videos, because instead of just a normal Pokemon game, something different or something unique, something interesting to like watch out for, which massively attracts viewers. Which is why if you're just doing shiny videos, you basically have to be quite creative with how you design them and on how you produce it. Which is why when I make mine, or my first one, I'm going to try my absolute best to make it a decent watch, effectively. Yeah, nearly there though. I did see your comments. No, we're nearly at 50. Nearly at 50, guys. We're not too far off now. I said once we do reach 50, unless we get like a really high amount of average viewers over like the next, you know, few streams, it's still going to be a few streams to get it, because my earlier streams have way less viewers and still count as part of my last 30 days of streams. So when they go and then with the new ones come in with higher ones, it shouldn't take too long, and then obviously I have to apply as well. But we will get there, 100%. I enjoy streaming and I hope you guys enjoy watching, so naturally we should, you know, hopefully get more and more. And realistically, the way to blow up is if I just went and did a Super Mario Odyssey speedrun and got nearest to the world record and just kept really trying. At least it would certainly bring in a load of viewers at once, because people would be like, oh my god, he's nearly beaten the world record, you know? Right, how long we got left? We've got 11 minutes left. We're not getting as many Grafire and Strudel as I'd like. But as I said, it's not exactly the end of the world, considering we've already got a Makahita in this hunt. But hopefully we can get one of those and not phase on a Pokemon we already have, because that would not be ideal. Hold on, I'm just plugging in my phone. There we go. Also, I don't know what's going on with chat at the moment. I tried to get chat to work on stream, and it's worked in the past, but I wanted to put it there instead of cried on it. It just like slowly fade away. But for some reason I can't seem to get it working. So I'll have a little test tomorrow when I'm not streaming. But yeah, I'll let you guys know if I can fix it or not, because I like having the chat up on the screen. It makes it more interesting for a watch after as well. At least when it goes up on the main YouTube. I don't know, maybe that's just me. Oh, look how slow. Did you see how slow it was falling there? So laggy in this area. Why is it so bad? Like, because I get the water, because water moving always is difficult. Like if you watch the SMO hide and seeks, whenever they like on Seaside, you just got to not look at the water, because it's so hard to run so much on everyone's games at the same time. So that's why I understand the lake. But here, I don't understand why this place is always so laggy. I don't really know. Maybe it's just lots of moving bushes and trees, and maybe even... Nah, I was going to say the paint on the trees, but I think that's probably just part of the original item and it's just in one render. I don't know. But it is very, very laggy. As I said, the nickname is Lag Tree Thicket, because it's just so bad. It certainly causes me to drop frames anyway. Is that shiny? Oh, it is a shiny. Alright, well, we're phasing again, unfortunately. But it's another shiny. It's another shiny. It's a shame it's a fungus, considering we did literally hunted that the other day. Like, what? One? Was it last? No, 2 streams ago we hunted for this, but it's still a shiny. I can't complain, right? This is the first one we've... this is the first real phase today. And it's the first Pokemon we've got. It's, you know, the 7th shiny. And the first one that's a duplicate. So, it's not too bad. It could be way worse. And who knows, it might have a mark. Our last Fungus didn't, so... I need to buy some more Luxury Balls soon as well, because I can't be bothered to take its health down half the time, so I end up just throwing a bunch of Luxury Balls until I get it. Yeah, it is a bit frustrating that that's the one we get, but it's fine. Good thing is, though, is I do have it as a... I do have it as a GIF already, because obviously we hunted it the other day, so... No, you know, the Fungus isn't sus, it's a Moongus. Sus. Mongoose. Okay, Fungus. There we go. Unfortunate that that's the one we get, but as I said, it's not the end of the world. I'd still like to hopefully get a shiny that we do want and is affected by this sandwich, but it might be a bit of an ask now. We've only got another 7 minutes and we've already got 2 shinies effectively in this sandwich, so... Still, 7 shinies in the stream. Only 1 duplicate so far. You know, pretty solid, I think. Pretty solid. Cool, where are you, Purple Eyes? Help me out here. Don't let me phase badly again. That's another thing I want to do is when I become an affiliate, I need to get like emotes and stuff. I imagine I'll get a Rampardos and Lugia emote. So I'm still working on my logo at the moment, so depending on how that comes out, will depend on some more emotes, but obviously I just need to spice it up a little bit more. I just sort of what I want to do tomorrow evening, because I'll do a lot of my coursework tomorrow, or more of the coursework. I did quite a lot today. I mean, obviously, as I said, the plan was not to stream today and to stream tomorrow instead. But I've swapped that around, because basically the work I had tonight, I went along and nothing was working, so we basically just got sent home but still got paid. So it was quite ideal, I guess, but I need at least 1 day off just to... One, catch myself a little bit more up with Herb and Mystica. I do have a lot at the moment, but it's just easier getting ahead. And also just so I can work on more aspects of the stream, because otherwise I find myself half an hour before streaming doing as much as I can to prepare for the stream. You know, it's just how it goes. Favourite shiny out of the ones you have so far in Scarlet? Well, I mean, the technically, it depends how you say. Like, of shiny-wise, like actually how it looks... I'd probably go with Krokorok. I think Krokorok looks insane. I mean, there's loads I really like Annihilate shiny. I think that's really nice. I really like the Venomoth we got today. Grimmsnarl's really cool. But Krokorok I think definitely looks the best. But if I have to say for other reasons, then it's my Dunsparce, because I managed to get 3-segment shiny Dunsparce first go. The first Dunsparce I evolved was a shiny 3-segment Dunsparce. I literally don't have a 2-segment shiny Dunsparce. So, for luck reasons, it's definitely that one. But for actual looks just on the shiny, I think it's got to be Krokorok. It's just so nice. It's so underrated. I think a lot of people forget about it as well, because it's a middle one. And its blue is so like vibrant. It's so weird, like, because the final shiny I think a lot more people are familiar with. Because Sandar's is a bit different on like the beiginess. It's more like a luminescent, like yellowy green, but it has that bit of blue in there as well. But Krokorok really has loads of blue, whereas Krookodile has absolutely no blue. So It's not as a lot of people forget that it exists, but it's such a nice shiny. I really like Great Tusks as well. Actually, I think Great Tusk has got a really awesome shiny. Yeah, I know. I've got a clip of it, but I'm absolutely gutted. I don't have like I didn't stream when I got it, because then I could have fully uploaded just 2 clips of going, okay, here's our first shiny Dunsparce. Are we gonna get a 3 segment? Oh my god, we did. You know, that would have been so awesome. I think I'm gonna, as I said, I'm currently in the process of moving basically all my videos that are on the original VODs channel to the new VODs channel, because I want to make the original one my main one. But I do have a short up there which I'll leave, but I'm going to put some more shorts up, and I may just put that clip up. But obviously I can't prove it's the only one. I could maybe I can take a screenshot after. But yeah, that genuinely was my first one. I got very, very lucky. I mean, it's funny because I personally like. I mean, maybe eventually after I've got every shiny ever that exists, like non-form wise, just, you know, all the for the living decks, maybe I'd care. But like, to be honest, I literally just wanted a shiny to Dunsparce. Like, if I didn't get the 3 segment, I wasn't going to hunt for more, not yet anyway. So yeah, I got very, very lucky. Effectively very, very lucky. Because I mean, there's people out there who spend hours and hours and hours hunting for it, and I've got it and I wasn't even trying to get it, so I've got away with it really. How long we got? Can't be long. 3 minutes. I mean, would you say this sandwich is a success? We got a shiny Makahita who's unaffected by the sandwich, and then we got a shiny Fungus who is a phase. I mean, I think probably yes. Because even if there was the sort of argument that's not maybe worth it because of the Makahita not being affected, 1, it's my 400th shiny for my living decks, and 2, we did get another shiny in it still, so you know, I can't complain. If it was 2 Pokemon that I already had, like 2 Funguses, then it probably wouldn't have been worth it. It'd have been a bit annoying. I may have not saved. I may have, because I got 2. Depends if they had marks and stuff, but still. Favorite legendary mythic trio? Oh, see, now that's hard. That is hard, because I have, obviously, there's loads of legendaries I like, but as a trio, Now, Gen 4 is my favorite gen, but I really don't like Palkia, and I like Dialga, but it's not, like, amazing. I really like Thundurus, Landorus, Tornadus. I think that's a really good one. I mean, if we go through them, it's not going to be the birds. There's unfortunately no trio for Gen 2. If Gen 2 had a 3rd legendary, it might be them, because Lugia, as I said, is my favourite, and I really like Ho-Oh. Gen 3 is very, very solid as well. Shame Latias and Latios don't have another one. I mean, how would you rank Gen 4? Like, what would you say for that? Because, like, realistically, trios only really like pertain to like legendaries, like the legendary trios. You don't really have mythical trios, but you do have like a collection of mythicals. So like, Darkrai and Cresselia are definitely like a pair. Right, but would you say Heatran or Shaman are involved with them at all? Because if you said Heatran, Darkrai, and Cresselia, which isn't really a trio, then I'd be like them, because I love Heatran, I love Darkrai. But yeah, I know it has a trio, but it's I mean, of the main legendaries. I mean, if Ho-Oh and Lugia had another one, it would probably be them. The Gen 6 one, definitely not. I'm not a massive fan. Gen 5s aren't bad, but I think the Justice trio and the Tornadus lot is better than the main trio. Just as a collection. Like, I do like Reshiram Zekrom, but I really don't like Kyurem, so yeah, okay, fair enough. I was just trying to cheese my way to that one. Gen 7 isn't actually that bad. I think it's quite underrated. Gen 8 definitely not. Eternatus being the main letdown there. I think Gen 4 is so strong, but then there's Palkia. And obviously Gen 9 we don't really have one, or at least not yet. That's a really good question actually. I really don't know. Like Giratina is one of my favourite Pokemon of all time. Like, because it's just so well designed. It's got really good like lore. And I said Dialga has grown on me. I think the more I think about it, I may even say Gen 3. Yeah. That's what I'm... Yeah, Zacian, Zamazenta, and Eternatus. I really like Zacian and Zamazenta, but Eternatus just isn't it. I don't mind it, but like it doesn't do enough to warrant a higher one. I have a feeling it's gone now. Yep, it is. Okay, no shiny target, but we did get one phase and one new Pokemon, so we can't complain too much. Alright, let's have a look if we've got any ones as well. Yeah, so, it's just Kyurem. I'm not a massive fan of Kyurem. I'm half tempted to say Gen 3, and if not, it would have to be Gen 4, even though I don't like Palkia. Because Gen 3, I really like all of them, and obviously Rayquaza is a very, very good one, so... Alright, what do we reckon? I reckon Fungus might, but Makahita won't. Makahita doesn't? Okay, Fungus doesn't either. We're not going to evolve it. I mean, does it have better than my last Fungus? No, it doesn't. It's not even good. And obviously the Moongus we caught full odds. Makahita we can evolve though. So I literally just walked past one. Was I streaming? No, I don't think I was. Wait, it can't have been this far back, was it? Oh my god, I caught it ages ago. My god. Okay, which one was better? Okay, so it's between a decent and a pretty good, and a very good and a no good. They're pretty much exactly the same. Thick, fat, and guts. I assume that's both of them. It's not got a one. I got a phased Fungus. I did not get a target, unfortunately. Shog, Shield Dog. Ah, that's a good one. Gen 4 is 2 of my top 15 Pokemon. Well, the trio does. Gen 4 has nearly all of my top 10 Pokemon. Like, off the top of my head, my top 10 Pokemon that aren't Gen 4 are Lugia and Hawlucha. And I think that's literally it. I think all the rest might be Gen 4. Yeah, okay. Its hidden ability is Sheer Force. So, we'll just evolve this one because it's the later one. I really want to get a shiny Kamala, actually, but there's so many Squovit around here. I know I'd get a shiny Squovit first, or Greedent. I've already got a Greedent. Alright, let's evolve this and get our shiny Hariyama. Well, let me have a look, because I have it written down. So I can tell you, I mean, he said it changes quite a lot. My top 10 Pokemon... There are 3 Pokemon that aren't Gen 2. Scizor's, Gen 4. Scizor's also in there. But realistically, Scizor... One, it's an awesome Pokemon anyway. But another reason that made me love it was because of a Gen 4 game. So... And obviously Lugia, you know, Soul Silver technically was a Gen 4 game as well. So... Realistically... apart from Hawlucha, all of them are affected by Gen 4. Gen 4 just, for me, it's just unbeatable. It's so good. And so is this shiny. Look at that. Beautiful. Yeah, Gen 4 I think is just unbeaten. It's, like, with all the third evolutions for so many Pokemon, the starters are so elite, the legendaries are so elite. There's so many, like, legendaries, sub-legendaries and mythicals, which are insane. Like, you just can't fault it. Fiona and Manaphy are maybe my only complaints, and Manaphy's way better than Fiona. Is it Fiona or Fione? I don't really know. But even so, they're not that bad. Could be way worse. The only thing is I'm not sure about, which we didn't actually talk about as a trio, is the Lake Trio. Possibly the worst trio to exist, but still. I don't let that impact my choice, so... Yeah, exactly. There's so many good Gen 4 Pokemon. Like, of the, like, third evolutions, some of my favourites, Electivire. I've always loved Magnezone. I think Yanmega's awesome. Dusknoir is in my top 10. That's a really good one as well. But But I mean, Gen 4 just has so many good legendaries as well. I mean, if you think about it, Gen 4, so we've got the main trio. Then you've got mythicals like Darkrai, Manaphy, Fiona, and then why am I looking at this Haunter? Regigigas, which is my third favourite. Heatran, which I love. Cresselia, which is pretty awesome as well. There's just so many good Gen 4 Pokemon, and that's just the legendaries, so it's hard to kind of say it's not good otherwise. Yeah, in terms of lore, 100%. But I don't know, I don't like their design so much. I said I haven't got to them in the anime. I'm literally in Gen 1 still. Alright, we're going to do a bug sandwich because we're going to be hunting for Snom now. So we're switching between the poison and bug. It's a bit annoying constantly changing gifts, but it's fine. In fact, I saw a thing saying there's a place you can hunt shiny Snom and Frostmoth, so we'll actually go there. Yeah, so I will get there. Yeah, Uxie as well, I agree. Out of the three, it's the worst. Azelf used to be my favourite when I was younger, but Mesprit's grown on me. But Uxie is the worst. Yeah, Darkrai, amazing. Darkrai is also in my top 5. But that's because of Pokemon Ranger Shadows of Almia, which is the main villain, or the main Pokemon in that is Darkrai. It's literally the best game ever. If you haven't played Shadows of Almia, I can't recommend it more. It is so good. So good. God, we are flying through these sandwiches. Yeah, it is such a good game. I really recommend it. Alright, we've got to make sure we don't fail this again. Come on, we can do this. The last one was so dodgy. It was so close to messing up. So hopefully we can do this well enough. Okay, there we go. Nice in the corner. Oh, that nearly knocked it. I can't go too close because otherwise they'll knock each other and make bigger space. But luckily, there's only 4 on the bottom row, so if I just go low enough, I should be fine. There we go. Look at that. It's actually a well done sandwich. Like if you ordered this in real life, apart from maybe the cucumber, you at least expect the tomatoes to be like this. Look at that. I think I've got it sorted now. Got it figured out. Yeah, this is my current top list Pokemon, right? Lugia and Rampardos, which instead do switch. Regigigas, Darkrai, Arceus, Scizor, Empoleon, Dusknoir, Giratina, Hawlucha. And Hort said Hawlucha's the only technical non-Gen 4 found Pokemon. It's right at the bottom. And to be honest, I reckon Dusknoir will probably go higher. I think Giratina I've just got a lot of attachment to as well. It's really hard. It does change a lot. Lugia, Rampardos, and Regigigas never move. Or apart from Lugia and Rampardos maybe switching a little bit. Oh, to be fair, Darkrai used to be, I think, probably 3rd. But I think I've just realised that I just prefer Regigigas. So, alright, well, we're going to go to the new spot for Snom and Frostmoth, because there is a better place for them. However, I am going to check where that is, because I'm not 100% sure. So, we go into bug types, and we go Snom and Frostmoth. There we go. Oh, I think it is still saying it's here. But then surely... But there's no Frostmoth around here, right? So it says Glacido Gym. No, but this is where... Oh, it's saying run down. The video says run down instead of coming... So instead of coming over this way... Just double check none of these are shiny. Don't think so. Yeah, instead of coming down this way, it's saying to go this way. So we'll try this out. Although I can't imagine many Frostmoths spawning. I think it's pretty much just Snom, no? Maybe there's a few rare Frostmoths once you actually get further down. I mean, I have seen some Frostmoths on the mountain, but I think they're full odds ones. Or like static ones, sorry. So I don't think they're ones that you can actually do much with. Wait, what? I swear one wasn't there. But it would be nice to get another one of these. Frostmoth should be pretty easy to spot as well because of its green wings. Or the inside of its wings anyway. But I'm pretty sure they're see-through, so you can pretty much still tell. But yeah, this is all snob. I don't know why I didn't come here before, because this is way flatter. Oh god, I didn't mean to keep running into them. Do 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 do. Yeah, I said I completely forgot that tree even existed when you asked the original question. Because they're just way more relevant. The thing is, Kyogre for me, like when I said about maybe it'd be Gen 3, Kyogre's the worst of the three, I think. But then you go, oh, Primal Kyogre? Damn. Like, I got Alpha Sapphire. I didn't play Omega. I mean, I have played it, but I didn't originally get it, you know? But then Primal Groudon is amazing as well. I like both of them. Like, Kyogre seems normal without it, but Groudon without its Primal Reversion seems a bit, like, plain, I think. But with the Prime... Oh, it's just so sick. And then obviously we got Mega Rayquaza. Like, that was amazing. I'm so glad they did that, because obviously that was Gen 6. And then since then, we've sort of had more gimmicky stuff with the Legendaries. Because we've had... wait, was that shiny? Nah. We've had Gen 7, obviously they had like the Duskwing and Duskmane Necrozma, like the fusion, and then an Ultra Necrozma. Gen 8's the one where you maybe say maybe not, because all it effectively was... I mean, you have obviously the Dynamax, the Gigantamax, Eternatus, I suppose. And then the different forms for Zamazenta and Zacian. But then obviously in PLA we got new forms for both Dialga and Palkia, even if they're not the best designed thing on earth. So I'm glad they did that. It worked really well. I mean, it may have even been inspired from Gen 5 really, obviously with like the fusion in Black and White too. Because obviously that was that was the first time something ever like that had been introduced, or the legendaries could really change at all. Which is why I'd love to see something slightly different in a Johto remake. Because they're bound to do another Johto remake, right? Because like, what's next on the cards for them? Like, what do we see next for the Pokemon Company, right? We're gonna get DLC for this game, and that will carry us over, I reckon, over at least another 6 months, a year, somewhere in between, right? Yeah, Shiny Primal Kyogre and Shiny Primal Groudon are insane. So we'll get some sort of news within 6 months, a year after the DLC, I think. And then what do they give us? Because it's obviously it's not going to be a new generation. That's one of the potential options at some point that is definitely ruled out for that. So then do we go, well, do we get another remake? Do we get just another spin-off of Gen 9? Like, do we get some more extension or something? Because obviously in between Sword and Shield releasing, we've had quite a lot of things going on, Like when did Let's Go come out? Was that just... I feel like... Was that just before Sword and Shield? I can't remember. Pokemon. I looked up Let's Go release date and it came up with a song. Yeah, so that came out in between. So that was our, another Gen 1 remake, right? And then obviously we had DLC. Then we've had BDSP, so we got the Gen 4 remake. So realistically, we either get another Legends game, another Let's Go Johto game, which I really hope we don't get. I'd rather something else with Johto. I mean, maybe they'll eventually do it so that we get a Let's Go of every game. I doubt it, but you don't know how the cycles work. But I really hope we get some another a really awesome Johto remake with some sort of something new for Lugia and Ho-Oh. Maybe even a third legendary, who knows? I don't really care, just something new. Yeah, new Legends game would be awesome. Like Legends Celebi, I feel like makes the most sense out of any Legends game, because obviously Arceus, it's hard. It's the only issue. I've discussed this before. I think it might have been one of my first streams actually. I can't really remember. But the problem with another Legends game is, obviously it's a spin-off, right? So it's not necessarily a recurring part of the of the franchise. But there were so many things about it that made it so unique and so enjoyable that you couldn't have in a remake or like in another one. Because although something like Legend Celebi would end up making the most sense because it's time traveling and things like that, so it could be that same premise, I can't imagine they'd be like, do another game where you do a whole new Pokédex again. Or, you know, have to, because you're not going to do the first Pokédex again. That definitely can't happen, right? But you can't really go with that same concept. So there's got to be something different. Maybe they come up with some sort of new gimmick or something that can tweak the game slightly to still do a similar sort of game, a wild sort of game, without just the new Pokédex. But it's hard to sort of remake it because the things that made it like the best part of a game is stuff we hadn't seen before, and stuff that ultimately, if it was just done the same in another game, it's not really a new game. Like, it would just be doing the same in PLA, but with Celebi and with slightly different Pokemon. And it doesn't really make as much sense, obviously, with how Arceus was. So, as much as I would love a Legends game, unless they drastically change how it works, which I think is unlikely, I don't think we're going to get one. At least for a very long time, because I feel like they'd have to really change it. Because it can't just be... It would have to still be in, like, the part... I mean, maybe they could do something like in the future. That could work, but again, that would be, like, once, I reckon. They'd do one... We've had a past one, we could do a future one, and then that would be the one future one. And Celebi would work, because it's a time-travelling Pokemon. But then again, like, what would you do to make it different to just your average Pokemon game? Because there'd definitely be no Pokedex forming then. Or maybe it'd be something like everything, the Pokemon have dispersed and gone wild, and you've got to recollect everything. But it's still too similar, which is why I can't see him doing it. I reckon a black and white remake is on the table next. Yeah, I mean, they're definitely coming. I mean, I think it's probably the most anticipated remake. And with how BDSP did, as much as I love Gen 4, and it was frustrating to see it, I'm sort of glad there's been that reception, because it should mean that they won't do that sort of same thing for Gen 5. Because I said the other day, like, if you actually look at the code, BDSP code is pretty much just copied straight from Platinum, just imported to Switch and with different graphics. That's like it. Like, everything still pretty much runs exactly the same. Like, I saw some exploits that you're able to do in the game because it's still got Platinum code, which is really dumb and lazy. But then if they're working on PLA, you can sort of understand. But they have to make it more like this game, but Gen 5. But then there's that other question of, do we stick to the originals because the fans love the originals so much? Do we switch it up? Do we have it more open world like we do in this game? Because they can't really just make Route 7 or whatever route it is, and then they could make it way bigger, I suppose. But realistically, it's it's just a small little route to connect towns in the old games. It's very different, which is why remakes are so difficult to do. With Auras, because it was still on the DS back then, they could just get away with doing the same game, just adding loads of stuff. Whereas they can't really do that now, with how much Pokemon has changed, with like the open world and things like that. So I mean, it will come, but it will be a good few years still, at least. I mean, how long did we have? We had what? Alpha Sapphire, right? Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. When did those come out? Was it 2014 or 2016? I think. Right? It's one of the two. I can't quite remember. But regardless, that is so long ago. Like Soul Silver, I mean, was it that late? No, it can't have been that late. Hold on, Auras release date. Oh my god, it was. It came out at the end of 2014, 21st of November, so 3 days after, the same release date that we got for Scarlet and Violet. That's nearly 10 years ago. Next year, that will be 10 years ago, right? So, if it's taken them 8 years to go from a Gen 3 remake to a Gen 4 remake, and we had two whole new generations in between that, we're more likely to get a Gen 10 than before we get a Gen 5 remake. Going by those, odds. But then obviously Heart Gold, Soul Silver, like when was that release date? Because that was way nowhere near as long. Yeah, look, it came out in 2010, so that was only a 4-year difference, which is way more reliable. Because I think something like 18 months or something. There's some sort of graphic which for like, every major Pokemon release, there's like that's about the difference of like a year and a half. Like it's not too long. But with the fact it's taken so long to do a BDSP remake, obviously because going to the Switch is different, even if they did import all the Platinum code, it's just hard to kind of be like, yeah, it's going to come soon. Especially with how much like negative feedback there was towards BDSP. Because not people don't just want the same game, right? They want something new, they want something different. But then with Gen 5 being the first game where there was something different about their legendaries, they can't really pull that card. Like there's so much they could do, and there's so much they can't do, or they shouldn't do. So it's just going to be interesting to see what they do and when. Because realistically, I have no idea what's going to come now. I'm a bit lost. We all knew BSP or like Diamond Pearl remakes were coming soonish, like early last year. We just weren't sure when. It's just now I have no idea what's coming. So yeah, well they're not going to remake Diamond and Pearl again now. They've done it. That's out the window. If they, I mean, obviously technically Gen 1 got a third remake, but at the rate of how that would work, it would get another remake in like 50 years. And probably longer than that, because obviously we're not accounting for the fact that they're going to be releasing all new generations in between that time. Who knows, they may even stop. That's another question, right? When do they stop? When do they stop, you know, creating new Pokemon, creating new stories, creating new regions? Because there's going to be a time they have to, right? They're not just going to continue on, pass it down between generations. Because otherwise you're going to get to, like, Generation 24. And there's over, you know, 3,000 Pokemon. It would just be ridiculous. You know, there has to be a stopping point. It may just be they decide to not make new generations. They just remake a lot more. Or just do more updates or something like that, you know? I said there's a lot to talk about when it comes to, you know, the projects for the future, really, because people all want different things. I mean, as I said, people have wanted Gen 5 remakes for a very long time, but I don't see it coming in, you know, the next few years at least. I mean, it'll be a good few years after BDSP, but with how long it took to go from Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire to BDSP, it's hard to judge. And with the fact, because at least with obviously they did Legends Arceus and they gave us new stuff, but BDSP was literally a direct, you know, remake. It's literally just the same thing. Like I said, half the code was already implemented from Platinum, but it's hard to kind of judge what's going to come. We have no idea, really. You know, Let's Go Johto, Legends Celebi, everything like that have been getting thrown around for a long time. Yeah, that's what I mean. Maybe they do have more plans then, because whether Kalos is involved at all, I don't know. Considering a lot of people thought it would be. Like, I did not originally think that it would be. Like, I will say I did not originally think Kalos would be involved. And then the more I kind of looked into it, and the more, like, around that board there's like the Gen 6 pseudos, there's loads of Gen 6 Pokemon, there's like links, there are other reasons to why it could have been Kalos, and that made me believe it was going to be Kalos, and I thought, oh, maybe this is going to be a first time, because obviously, realistically, we don't really often get a link back to another region, right? Or at least not a part of a region, especially in a game as open as this, right? Soul Silver gave us a different region, aka just Kanto again, which was really cool, but I can't see, you know, that happening in open world anytime soon. But all the hints did lead to it, right? So then when obviously they announced the DLC, see what we've been told, and it does seem like they are doing new stuff, which, to be honest, I don't think would be a new region. It's just more areas, like the Crown Tundra and Isle of Armor were. they're still part of Galar, and I'm sure that this lot will still be consumed as part of Paldea, just on like separate islands. It's just, you know, further away or whatever. But if they are willing to, you know, open some more stuff and create new things, then maybe they're not as lazy as we thought. You know, regardless of what everyone thinks of the designs of those 3 dog Pokemon. I mean, I see rumours all the time now. It's hard to know what to believe, because I thought the Kalos stuff with all the hints and everything I saw, it was so likely. But, I mean, we've had... A lot of people are saying that, you know, there are rumours that there will be, like, sort of like how Gigantamax was different for some Pokemon for Dynamax. There will be different versions of terastallizing for certain Pokemon. And a lot of people reckon it's going to be some of the Pokemon we've had so far in the 7-star raids. Like, certain Terra types make them look different, you know. Like a Dragon, you know, Charizard, things like that. You know, maybe even the duos they've done. So, like, the Drifblim and Misdreavus, or... I don't know, it might be a stretch. Oh, it is a new region. Oh, okay, never mind then. That is weird. Maybe they expand upon that in another main game then. But, you know, there's all these rumours about what's going to happen. Some people are even saying they reckon the 3 Pokemon that they've shown us, not Terrapagos, the other 3, for like the first DLC. A lot of people are saying it's going to be like the starters for the region, which, you know, makes a lot of sense. But then you think, why they all look so similar? What's the reason behind that? So I don't know. There's a lot to decipher really. Like, a new region, it sort of makes sense to have new starters, but we've never had a new region as part of an extended game before, so it's really hard to decide and kind of guess what's coming, because apart from maybe the BDSP remakes, everything they've kind of thrown at us is we can't predict it. It's hard to tell, especially with PLA. Like, I don't think anyone saw that coming. And, you know, it was turned out to be one of the best games they've made in years, so... Yeah, so there's the festival. The festival's the first one, right? And then the second one is like... Is it like an academy? It's like another academy, isn't it? That I've seen people said it was like mentioned in books and stuff. Around Paldea. Just people haven't spotted it or known what it's meant. I mean, it looks cool, and I think it's going to be good. And I'm glad they're taking more time to create it, because last thing we need is more rushed, laggy stuff, you know. Which may be why they're taking some time on home compatibility. They want to make sure they've got it right rather than just rushing it, which I mean, some fans don't appreciate it as much, but others certainly do. But I don't know, I said it's so hard to judge. I said they're so unpredictable as to what they do. Sometimes they're really lazy, sometimes they're really creative, you know. So hopefully they're more on the creative side, and we can consume lots more Pokemon content for many years to come. But yeah, it's like Munkadori, Fazandipiti, or however you say it, Fazandipiti maybe, and was like Okadogi or something. I don't know, it's weird names. Terrapagos looks the coolest though. I mean, I'm definitely more interested in that DLC's about, because obviously, I mean, it's got all the types on its back, right? And first of all, a lot of people are saying, you know, is that what like Paldea is based on? Is it Paldea sort of thing? There's all of that. There's a lot of people I've also seen saying, like, does that mean we're not going to ever get any more types? Which, to be honest, I wasn't expecting anyway. But you never know. Just because something's canon doesn't mean it can't be changed. It's you know, it's their company. They do what they want. And who knows? You could just say, oh, it was on the underside of their belly or something. You know. Maybe they would introduce a new type that way. Maybe there's one at the back that is a new type. We just haven't seen it in the official artwork. Who knows? But I think I'm definitely more interested. I mean, plus it looks awesome. I'm so intrigued to see what the shiny is, because Terrapagos looks amazing. I really, really like the design. I like all turtle Pokemon, to be honest. I think they all look incredible. So I'm glad we've got like a turtle lizard thing. It's really cool. It's nice they're taking the time with the DLC, but more than another year for the second DLC is so long. I would have wanted a sound type. Yeah, I mean, it is frustrating, but if they're taking more time, as I said, we'd hope that that means that it's going to be of better quality and better content, and, you know, not something they've chucked at us, because realistically the Isle of Armor was a bit of a letdown. We got some new Pokemon, obviously, you know, namely Galarian, Slowking, and Slowbro, and Slowpoke, and then Cubfu and Urshifu, but it just wasn't it, right? Like, realistically, after you got the Pokemon, you know, that was it. No one, you don't really try to go back, you don't really look for anything. I mean, if you really want to do the Alolan hunts or something, I suppose the Galarian birds, some of them, one of them goes there, but even so, there's not much else to do there, is there? So, oh, it's not shiny. No shinies, no. It said it's still fungus on previously caught, so it's because you left, is it? Is that how it works? You're just the lucky charm now. I thought you were the bad charm, bad luck charm. No, I mean, we've had a very good stream today, I think. So I can't complain, as I said. Also, did I up shinies? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. I wasn't sure for a second if I upped the shiny count for the fungus, but yeah, the shinies are so bad, and we still can't get them anyway. Not legitimately. And like our own, you know, OT. Are they not legendary? I thought they were. Your Eevee almost died in Renegade Platinum. It lived on 1 health. Well, lucky you. What are you going to evolve it into? I'd assume an Umbreon, but I don't know. It depends on your team, I suppose. Damn, I really thought we might have got this by now. I know it's not a big Pokemon, but I feel like it's pretty easy to spot. I'm surprised we haven't had it. Maybe I'll go further down the mountain and see. Because there's literally no other bug types that spawn, right? The bug ice types. Because everything on this mountain pretty much is ice, apart from maybe the odd few psychic types. No, it's fine. I mean, they'll have seen me promoting it anyway. Plus, I'm not going to be streaming for too much longer. I might do like 1 sandwich more. I mean, you can if you want. I'm sure Ben and Finn would, but Ben's probably busy. Ben's always doing something, so I mean, I'd appreciate the follow though. You wish you had an Umbreon in real life. I'm sure you wish you had loads of Pokemon in real life. Oh wait, hold on. I'm trying to read what you guys said. It's so slow scrolling on the chat that I've got on the stream. Oh, and when I open it on my phone after a while, I can't see. They are, but not really. Not really. Can't read it because it's not scrolling. Oh, it's so slow. We've dropped so many frames today. I'm just guessing I'm having a bit of a bad day with the lag. It's still 0.1% of the whole stream, but still. Multiple, when we see that in the games where you just can't get more, it's weird. Is that oh, you're talking about Cubfu, aren't you? Yeah. I can't remember if I have done it. I don't think I have. I've done the Calyrex, but I did a second account to get, you know, to get the right different Cubfu and Urshifu. But I don't think I've done it for Calyrex and the horses, Glastrier and Spectria, but I haven't done it for Cubfu and Urshifu, I don't think. I can't really remember. Yeah, I mean, Ben, Finn and I, we played, after that one we did the other day, we played, like, Hurdle for ages. I actually fell asleep on the call, because we played it for so long. No, I mean, I don't care if they watch, I follow would help, though. I said, we've done pretty well on the average viewers today, like, only right at the start of the stream, when it literally started, but everyone joined very quickly, and there was a period for maybe like 5-10 minutes where we had 2 viewers. Apart from that, we've been easily above 3 the entire time. Once or twice we've been on 3. But, I mean, we had 9 for like a good 5 minutes, you know. It's not much, and it won't affect it too much, but it's still pretty cool. Like, we hit 9 yesterday at some point, but I didn't see it at all. Like, we must have peaked at 9 for like a small, very small period, but we were at 9 for quite a while today. Piper doing most of the carrying for that one, but it's still nice nonetheless. And so we got a lot of followers today, so whereas yesterday was the first stream in ages we hadn't had any, so I say it just depends on the day as well, and you know what people are doing. People are busy, things like that. And so I do want to play some more Hitman. I played a little bit last night after the stream, but it gets way less viewers, and I don't want to bring my average viewers back down until I at least have got to affiliate, because that's the goal at the moment. And then once I get there, I'll play both. And then hopefully once my YouTube video goes up, we can start thinking about partner. But that's going to be months and months and months, probably even over a year away, unless I randomly blow up, which is very, very, very unlikely. That's so hard to do. Like, realistically, if you want to do really well, I said you have to be either really good at something, like a speed run, or a really like top level of a game, or you just have to get lucky and blow up randomly. If you want to become a big streamer, that is. Which obviously would be my ultimate goal, but, you know, it's so unlikely. How long have we got? We've got 3 minutes, damn. Also, by the way, I just thought the other day you said that was your PlayStation name, right? I swear it's like New York Extra Large or something. I thought that was your name on there, or something along those lines. I don't know why I know that. Maybe that's not you. Maybe it was someone else. I feel like it was you though. Am I making that up? Help me out. Or did you just change it? I suppose if you changed it, then that makes sense, but... God damn. No Snom shiny luck. That is a shame. That is a shame indeed. 2 more minutes to change that, but I think it's unlikely. Maybe we have had one, I've just missed it. But it's meant to be so yellow. And the outside should be way lighter, so it should be obvious. And I have stopped at the light ones. And then they've just transitioned back into dark once I go, like, slightly move, but... Oh well. I said we've done pretty well today, so can't complain too much. Would have been nice to end on a shiny, but oh well. I was thinking of doing another sandwich, but one, it's already quite late. It's going to be past 11 by the time I finish otherwise, and I'd like to just keep some more Herb Mystica for tomorrow, for the next day, because obviously I won't be streaming tomorrow, but I'm still going to need to do some Herb Mystica raids to kind of keep it up. Plus I can work a bit more on the YouTube video after this. And I've got 10 AM tomorrow, so I've also got to consider that. Once we're done, I'm going to have a donut that I've saved. Donuts are coated, so good. I love donuts. Do 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 do. See, like those ones, because they're under the tree, they look slightly different, but you can tell they're not because of the darkness of their like front bit. So, what is Snom meant to be, by the way? Because obviously it turns into like a moth, but I don't quite know what it's meant to actually be. It's weird. It's a weird one. Yeah, I mean, I'm very confident we haven't seen a shiny today, and there we go, 1 second, that's it. It's done. No shiny in that one, unfortunately. But it's fine, we get our Herba Mystica back. And as I said before, I think the more... every time you get Herba Mystica, it's basically guaranteeing a shiny, because you're not going to use it until you get a shiny. We're not going to, you know, actually have spent it, so... I don't know. Maybe that's just my way of thinking, but I think it's a good way. Because then you're like, oh, okay, well, I can just try again. Because it's just endless until you get one, really. You know, you can just, I mean, effectively, you can just do it without any Herb Mystica, but obviously it's just way more likely, so. Alright, well, let's have a look at our shinies for the day. I mean, that's not a bad shout. It's not that different, so. Obviously, this was last night. There are 7 shinies for today's stream. With the 7 new ones right there. I mean, well, obviously I'm going to evolve Rella. Or Relor. Yes, I did save after the Fungus, because it was the same sandwich as the Makahita. So I did save, but they're all here. But yeah, it's not bad. I said I'm going to go and evolve this one now, before I go to bed. Or before I, you know, do some more stuff. But apart from that, I think we'll probably end the stream here. As a reminder, I think we had a really good stream today, to be honest. But yeah, as a reminder, I will not be streaming tomorrow, and that's definite now. I definitely won't be streaming tomorrow, but I will be streaming on Wednesday. It will be later though, so I finish about 9 on Wednesday, so I'm probably going to start streaming about 9:30. So I'll probably do like a 2-hour stream, maybe a bit less, depending on, you know, how tired I am, because it will be quite late. But yeah, that's the plan for now. And I'll do some more Herb Mystica raids so that we're more prepared for those next few streams. But as I said, for now, we will be ending the stream there. If you're watching on the Twitch, make sure to check out my VODs channel and my new Blade and Fury YouTube channel. Nothing's uploaded yet, but they will be getting uploaded soon. If you're watching on either of those channels, make sure to check out the Twitch. I stream pretty much every single day for all shiny hunts and the odd bit of Hitman as well. But for now, thank you everyone who joined. Thank you all for watching. I'm really glad we hit that 400 mark today. I think that was really, really cool. And yeah, here's to more shinies. So yeah, again, thank you all for watching. And I'll see you all next time. Cheers.